I'm chilling. Yeah. Oh shit. There's no people here. Okay, never mind. I'm choosing some videos to be shown today. Um, let's see. Let's see. What should I pick? I'm so happy today, a little bit. I'm not in a bad mood. Yeah, da 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 ba ba boop boop boo boop 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 ba da ba 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 boo boo. Hold on, I just need to like fucking smoke. Fucking smoke. Hold on. Oh man. Wow. Just wow. It's like I don't know. I think today is like fucking good day for somehow. But then again, still waiting for the others. Waiting. I'm just like fucking smoking. Yeah, speaking of which, so I got like 101 followers. Yep, seems good. Seems fucking good. Also, I'm waiting for the others that is like typical in my channel, but I don't see them. Where the hell are they? Yeah, I'm still waiting for others. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for others. Damn. You know, while waiting, I'm just going to open my Spotify first. What the fuck? My Spotify is like not working at all. Okay, it's working. Fucking working now. Mm, 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 mm. Action team, nah. Lo-fi, of course. Fucking lo-fi. How the fuck did I forget that? Yeah, it's like fucking morning already. Right, so going to copy paste the announcement because I think people overlook it or something. Try to like warm up, doing some warm up on my stream. I want to like fucking piss. Shit. My god, I really need to like fucking piss right now. Who is like messaging me again on Discord? What's the shit? Aloy's Finn. So Alex. Okay, I'm just like ignoring some messages here. Yeah, I don't really want to be message harassed by these people. Hold on, guys. Be right back. I just need to like fucking pee because my god, why I want to like fucking pee right now. Shit. Fucking slimy, man. I don't know. I need to like fucking what do you call this? S- Wipe the freaking floor or some shit like that. Okay, since nobody's here. I don't really want this music. I'm just gonna change to maybe this one. Disclaimer, I'm not using weed, okay? I'm just like using my vape. Chilling whilst I'm still waiting for others to. Forgot the channel. Okay, hold on. Because to be honest, I want to like fucking sleep right now, but you know the funny part here is that I'm a little bit energized. I don't know. Okay, I'm like kind of like fucking wasting my time. So yeah, since this is recorded anyway. So should I say because I'm talking to myself? Oh yeah, you know this music is like making me feel sleepy. Shit. I think this music is called Deep Sea Become on the Loop, so I'm just going to like, copy it in the chat. Yeah, I'm just going to copy it in the chat, but you can see it there. That's the point. Oh yeah. Hi, villain of the legend. Sorry, I'm zoning out because like first 18 minutes there's like no one around. So what should I say anyway? And since we have like people there, I need to like. Oh yeah. I agree. Ow! 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 Ouch! Ouch! Okay, at least we have one people here. Uh, so yeah, how's your day by the way? So that I can share something on my end. Oh yeah, what I said is that how's your day? Um, Anyhow, I'm done hydrating. Am I muted? Hello? Er, Hello? Alright, so speaking of which, okay, good thing that you're here. Uh, Actually, I'm having like a little bit good day. I mean, like good week. Although, kind of sucks that I cannot get my rifle prop immediately because it's really hard to like find online. Some dumbasses like dumbass Facebook is like saying to me that I'm searching for a sniper rifle. Okay, not real sniper rifle, but a prop because I'm cosplaying as a scav by this Friday, Friday PHT time, so it's Philippine time zone for Otaku Expo. I cannot find a fucking sniper rifle, and the seller for that, the for the toy gun, is on vacation. Number two is that it's really hard to find on all X. I think you can find an airsoft version, but for me, the airsoft version is so freaking expensive. Like, bruh, I'm not kidding about this. It's so fucking expensive anyway. So I'm finding a toy version that looks real, but you can color the tip with orange. So I kind of managed to like find something, but when if I'm going to like fucking deliver it, it will not reach by Friday. So yeah, I'm going to stick with my 1911. If you're like aware with 1911, it's classic World War II pistol. Until currently, people still using it, but it's not really common service firearm anymore. Most likely, people do use like Glock 18 or let's say FNPX or USP, Walter P99, you know that kind of shit. Um, People barely uses 1911 anymore. But still, since I'm cosplaying as a Tarkov scav, so yeah, I will just need to like clean the pistol. That's it because the slide lock, it's rust. It's not really rusty, but it's corroded. If you like see a gun, right? If you see a gun, sometimes if it got exposed to the elements and you don't have like what do you call this, a material or a paint that can like what do you call this, if you don't have like a paint or let's say material that can like coat the metal and it got exposed to the air, especially humidity or dust, it can corrode the metal parts. So this is what I need tomorrow. I need to clean, so this is why I cannot stream for following days. I think my next stream will be Sunday. For today, here's the thing: is that I'm going to do just chatting for a moment. By tomorrow, I need to clean the gun, prepare my tools, and repaint the tip. Because here's the problem: I need to go to the hotel. Number one, if if the security finds it, I would get in trouble with the police. I can like reason them out with, "Hey, this is a pellet gun," but the problem here is that I need to like waste my time explaining shit to the security officer. So I don't really want that. I want to like color it orange on the top so that yeah, it's fake. It's not real gun. Second is that I'm going to like on Friday. I think like shit. It's not Friday. Okay, it's not Friday. The cosplay convention is not on Friday. It's on Saturday. But on Friday, I need to go to the hotel because here's the problem: I still didn't have the ticket yet, and they don't sell the online tickets for some reason. And yeah, I need to like go there as early as possible, and I'm living far away from the mall, that particular mall. So what I need to do, get some hotel and stay there for a moment. Okay, so this is why I don't want to stream for this week for at least like one or two at most. For example, this one. But yeah, I'm going to stay on the hotel. Of course, my gun should be unloaded and it has orange tip, right? You agree on that? I mean, like, I don't really want to get tased, or let's say the cops will point a gun at me because it looks real. I mean, like, shit. And then bring my cosplay materials, my body armor, of course, my backpack with bandage, first aid kit, and I might bring a fucking vodka. So an empty vodka bottle if I can find it. If not, I don't know if they're going to allow me to bring a full bottle of vodka. I don't know, maybe yes or not, but I'm not going to like risk or let's say not being allowed on the event. I mean, shit. Imagine this. Imagine this shit that you got the ticket. Okay, when you enter the security metal detectors and they saw you have a fucking vodka, and despite you're like cosplaying as a fucking scab and you explain it to them and they don't know shit, they think that they know anime only. Oh god. Yeah, I wasted money, I wasted effort. I would prefer to like throw out the fucking alcohol if that happens. I mean, like, yeah, that would be one of my problems. Second, at least you know already that I'm prepared for the cosplay convention. I need to clean the gun. By the way, my holster is like already clean because I decided to like, what do you call this earlier? Yesterday I did manage to like do some laundry and clean my holster. My holster is like fucking dirty. It has like a lots of fucking dust there. I think the second one that I'm a little bit happy because I got a raise. Oh shit, 30% raise for my salary. And here's the thing, I got fucking 5 from my evaluation. 5 is the highest and perfect score. I'm not shitting you about that. I got a fucking 5 from my managers. 2 managers at most. 5, 5, 5, 5. Like shit, I got 5. Like literal 5 points as imperfect. Third, okay, because I got the money already. Thank you for that. Thank you, sweetie. And then finally, here's the thing. My boss did say, okay, I will give you a task. Okay, this is surprising because this is like related to VTubing. He assigned me to be a consultant, okay, and get a training for metaverse. I'm not kidding about this. This is not the Facebook metaverse, but the actual metaverse. Minecraft, VR chat. Not only VR chat, also other games. Flight sim, you name it. Fucking flight sim. Arma, Mill Sims, virtual reality. He's going to make me a fucking consultant for that. And I will get the fucking training right now. No shit. I will finish my IBM training. After that, maybe the data fundamentals, or let's say the data analyst training. And finally, the metaverse. I will get the metaverse along getting my driver's license. No shit. I'm going to like, get back my fucking driver's license too. Guys, uh I'm having a fucking good day, and oh man, oh yes, Yuri is here, freaking Yuri is here, the best freaking waifu is here. Say hello to Uni, or call her Nico, the femboy red, but I don't really want to call you Nico. I prefer to call you Uni. Yes, you know, if you're like way behind uni. So earlier I said that I will not stream today. I not stream today. I will not stream that much this week. Okay, because I'm preparing for scam cosplay in Escape from Tarkov, and of course by Friday I need to go to the hotel to stay so that I can get in line and get my ticket so that I can do my cosplaying inside the convention this Saturday. Second, of course, the second fucking one, I got a fucking race. And I got 5 points. 5/5. A freaking perfect score from a manager, and I got 30%. increase in my salary. And it's so freaking huge because I have like a 13th month salary. If you add those two, I get like what? 1K? $1,000. Oh shit. What 1,000 fucking dollars for my job. And third, okay, I'm going to say this again. I was picked as a consultant for a fucking metaverse. Not metaverse Facebook, but a freaking metaverse Minecraft, VR chat, virtual reality, mill sims, flight sims, and all other stuff that you're using online right now, and especially by VTubers. I was chosen to be a freaking consultant, and my boss is like telling me that find a training for this, or they might assign me. And no shit, I have like few courses that I want to do training related to the VTubing. Also, the fourth one, okay? They brought up the topic of ChatGPT. You're aware about the ChatGPT scandal of the VTuber AI, right? I think Villain of the Legend, you saw that. And I'm planning to study the ChatGPT to implement this on my model. Okay, I'm not going to use the AI. Okay, I'm not going to like be an AI. The thing here is that I will add it as my content. Here's the thing: I will do some YouTube shorts, but I will not do TikTok. Okay, sometimes on my stream I will do that so that I can supplement it. I will change. I will put it a female voice. Okay, and also my voice, so that it's like lore wise. I'm having like a double identity issue right now. I have double identity, and to be honest, I'm so fucking happy today. I want to like. I'm just going to say it right now. I want to like kiss Uni. Ah man, why the fuck did I say this? Why the fuck did I say this right now? Yeah, I want to like kiss Uni in the cheek because um okay, I'm just going to admit this. Okay, since we're just chatting anyway, I would admit I have crushed towards Nico the Femboy Red. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Right? Uni? Okay, so yeah, this is why I said that. But to be honest, I'm so fucking happy today. Why are you derping, huh? Why are you derping? Derping is illegal. Derping is illegal. I will eat Mixie Moon. Where's Moon? Where's Moon? Where's Moon? Moon! Moon! Mixie Moon! 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 Oh, Moon! Okay, so this is the good news that I got this week. So another good news. Okay, next week I will do some, what do you call this? I will do some like collab collab with Mixie and with my friend. I'm inviting another player to play with me about StarCraft. That's StarCraft, a fucking Stalker and Minecraft. So Villain, if you want to join, just tell me so that we can like freaking play as a multiplayer, co-op, of course, and just watch out for the assholes there. They will like freaking shoot you in the face anyway. So you need to like be careful on that because there's like lots of griefers in StarCraft. It's like Escape from Tarkov. If you die, you will lose your some of your items in inventory. Okay. By the way, speaking of my courses, so once I finish the IBM training, okay, guys, I got the IBM training already. Sure, but by the way, you need to like join the bandits, okay? Bandits, because I'm planning to create a clan in the future, which is like made out of bandits, okay? And because I'm planning to like make ourselves as a mercenary, just like in Stalker, all of us should be mercenaries. Shouldn't be covenant, shouldn't be bandits and mercenaries only. Okay, this is the point. So I would like to create a play group for us. Like how many of us, I don't give a shit. If Uni can join, I hope so. It's like this. Uni got shot, right? Uni! No! Uni! Also, kiss her on the cheek because she's kind of beautiful. Anyhow, so speaking of which, about the courses, so I will speed run the IBM. Okay, IBM from EDX. If you saw that, EDX, if you're familiar with certificate courses, EDX is like a mini university. I can speed run that shit. Second is that I will get the data fundamentals and get a fucking course for metaverse. No shit. I will get a course for introduction because it will be related to the VTubing. This is why I need to like rush it. And fourth, the final one that I need to do after that. You want to know, guys, is to get my fucking driver's license. Why? Because in the future, actually in following months, I will start doing the cosplays, okay? I will cosplay. I'm not kidding about this. This week will be my first cosplay. Another months and next year will be my future. And stand by for my by the way, stand by for my what you call this? Um stand by for my photo shoots, okay? So I will post it, I will create an Instagram and I will ask someone to photo shoot me. So I did post my some of my planned costumes that I want. I would take Petro 2033 Spartan armor, um, Stalker Anomaly, Loner and Mercenary outfits with different armor types, EFT USEC, and Scav. And of course, finally, my favorite is that I will, in real life, I will dress as my model. I'm not kidding about this. I will dress as my fucking model. Of course, I would be a little bit fat, but I would promise you guys, I will go on diet. And third, I'm planning to like do some waist exercise that is like similar to uni. So I want to have like same body with you. So I will take also hormones just in case, so that it can be doable. I think without hormones you can do that, but still it's really freaking hard. Okay, it's really freaking hard to like what do you call this? Do that. So I still have like fuck tons of testosterone in my body. So this is the point that I'm saying. And please don't get hot about this, about the testosterone part. Well, actually, I want to like brag. I got a little bit stronger this week. I'm not kidding about this. I almost like destroyed the glass bottle of wine with my bare fist. I can do that. I can like crush the glass on my hand. But I don't really want that because it will cut my hands off. Oh yeah, and finally, guys, another good news. If you're like going to see the followers right now, how many is it? Or you can like borrow testosterone for me. Another thing is that aside from testosterone, listen to the fucking Doom music, okay? Listen to Doom OST music. Oh, okay, fine. I'm going to like, let's listen to this, okay? Let's listen to this before we start watching SCP because SCP is a little bit scary, but it's just an infographic show. So, of course, I'm going to like find this action team. My butt is itchy. Okay. This one. Listen to this, guys. Listen. Yes, SCP bedtime stories. Not this. Let's start with intense one first. This one. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit, guys. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Really? Now that's the good stuff. It will like make you fucking strong. Ah! Come on, you bitches! Come on! Die already, die! Whoa! Whoa! Now this is fucking good music, man! Audio, testosterone, exactly! audible testosterone. Fuck yeah. I mean, look at this shit. The riff and the drums. I mean, like, I'm going to make it louder than my voice. And this is the music that is like being used on the Doom. No shit. No fucking shit. Listen to this. Look at me. I'm headbanging right now. Just dance with me, guys. Dance with me. Yeah. And you know what will be my quote right now? I'm still alive, you fucking amateurs! Woo! Holy shit, this music is so freaking good. I have few music there that is like can increase your strength, but it has DMCA, so I can blast it over here. But I can like pick one here. Hold on. This is ASMR. AS fucking R. I have like one music here from Half-Life. That is also really badass. I'm not kidding about this. Listen to this. Okay, I'm just gonna change this. Look at my collection. Look at my fucking collection. Do you want? Okay. I'm going to like share it to you guys. I'm going to like fucking share it to you. Listen to this. Okay, Spotify playlist of mine. This fucking one. Yes. Preston. I can like tolerate like 50 mg of the fucking nicotine right now. I don't feel anything at all. I don't like fucking feel anything at all. You know what? Before we start the SCP, I have an idea. Wait, I can get this DMC in this. I have an idea. Let's find some. Actually, I have like other one here. Okay, hold on now. I'm just going to change the. Okay, this is not. I don't really want to like listen to Metal Gear. Okay, before we start, Black Mesa. What you call this? Black Mesa surface tension. Tension. You would see how badass this shit is. Actually, I'm going to max the volume a little bit. Hold on now. Actually, this is the one I'm listening sometimes when I'm like on work. Actually, I have Black Mesa game. And if you want, guys, I can like demonstrate it to you on Discord. And you know this music that it has like ambience when it comes to like action too. If you're like going to like rush through the gate, it will like go blasting with film music, as in like a fucking badass music that can pump you up. Okay, he will rush. He will fucking rush right now. One, two, three. Ah, come on, man. This is fucking badass. Actually, I want to like listen to this when I'm going to play fucking Stalker. But then again, the problem here is that I cannot even like fucking hear the enemy's footsteps. And of course defense. And this is why I love Half-Life Black Mesa, is that, okay, I'm going to explain. Because of their music, even We Got Hostiles, they have like a badass thing here. Actually, guys, I would recommend you guys to like buy Black Mesa Half-Life. Okay, it's really cheap. I'm not kidding about this. It is like fucking cheap, and I think you can, your PC can run it. And even like there's like tilting if you're going to run. Even on my gameplay, I have that too. By the way, guys, do you want to see what is my old video? Do you want to see what is my old video that is like related to Half-Life Black Mesa? Do you want to see it, guys? I mean, like, tell me. I'm just going to fucking flex. I'm going to fucking flex it to you guys. Do you want to see? Okay. Actually, I didn't upload my VOD yet. Sure. This is my old walkthrough. What do you call this? A playthrough guide. But I didn't finish it because first of all, I started streaming, and maybe in the future I will do some walkthroughs. I'm not kidding about this. I'm going to like do some walkthroughs in the future. Okay, let's go to the content. Okay, where the fuck is my playlist? Playlist Fallout 3. Fallout 3, SCP. I don't have Hitman. I don't know where the fuck did I put it. Ah, shit. I only have, what do you call this? Ah, Black Mesa. Oh, yeah. This one. I have this, one gameplay, though, that is like, I feel like fucking badass here. I think it's like We Got Hostiles section in Black Mesa. And you would see how I fucking jump from the railings just to like save a fucking one scientist here. And this is my playthrough, okay? This is like one of my playthroughs. Okay. It's loading a little bit low. Yeah. This is one of my old playthroughs, okay? And this is actually I'm planning to create a whole series walkthrough. Where the fuck did I save the scientist here? I'm finding the one that I saved the fucking scientist. Sorry if there's like a buffering. It's not this one. Ah, it's on the first part. Okay. First part. Okay, first part. I can't find that I jumped from the railing and suddenly I reacted like way too fucking fast.
I wish I could be in a firefight, but I'm a pacifist.
Actually, I even like modded the game. Look at this.
Excuse me.
And I fucking saved him first. I run first, and I just like managed to like catch up with him before he got killed. This is why I don't really want to like one of my teammates die though. I feel sorry for the scientist, so I kinda like killed the turret first.
Little bastard!
Where the fuck is the other stuff here? That I go to the elevator. Ah, this one. Last one, last one. Ah, fuck. Why the fuck is it like loading? The hell, man. Actually, it's not really badass, but still, I just like fucking run to the other, what do you call this? On the bottom of the shaft. It's a little bit laggy that time because I'm using an 8 GB RAM and I'm like using the OBS. And this time I'm not even a VTuber yet. I'm just like fucking jumping. And actually, it's not really badass. I just like fucking jump to the underground tunnels. Although, where there's like an ambush on the elevator shaft. Actually, I can do better in this game. Next time, I'm going to like plan to like play what do you call this, Half-Life Black Mesa. I would like fucking stream it once I got the new PC because it's like graphics heavy. I don't know which. Okay, I don't even remember the gameplay of mine. I don't know which is the time that I fucking jump and save the fucking scientist. Maybe this one. Maybe this fucking one. I think this is the last part. Yeah, I fucking forgot. So let's go back to the SCP. So okay, SCP-001. Ah shit, this is not it. It's going to go back to YouTube. Okay, so we will like watch the SCP series, okay? Let's watch the SCP-001 series. So first, let's listen to the EAS sound first. So I'm going to turn off my Spotify because I don't need it. SCP-001 When Day Breaks. Okay, let's listen to this shit. Let's listen to this shit anyway.
Is it a toy? Is it a pet? Is it an alien?
The SCP Foundation has interrupted your standard broadcast to issue a threat level Apollyon
Okay, this is my
announcement.
introduction when going to start
The
start the
SCP
SCP.
Foundation has interrupted your standard broadcast to issue a threat level Apollyon announcement.
Actually, this one looks
This
a little bit
warning is
real.
effective immediately and will continue into the foreseeable future. The U.S. government has given the SCP Foundation clearance to issue this alert. The Foundation is dedicated to protecting the public.
I can just like close the what
Updates
do you
will
call
be
this,
given
the
at the
Twitch
top
chat
of
for a
every
moment.
hour. The following instructions are vital to your safety. At this time, the Foundation asks
Okay, I'm going to
citizens
explain the
stay
concepts. Okay. I don't know, guys, if you're like familiar with SCP series. Okay, there's like different categories, and I'm also an ex SCP too. Okay, but I was like put as a Euclid, not Keter anymore. Okay, because I'm stabilized already. And you're aware that I'm literally hazardous to the humans. Okay. Number one, number one, it's easy. Safe category. Safe category that doesn't go out to their containment, and then they're not much harmful in the way, but sometimes some of the safe SCPs are a little bit harmful if you misuse it. So yeah, they don't escape. they don't break containment, so safe. Let's go with the Euclid, which is like my current class right now. And if we're going to like go here, okay, I'm just going to introduce you what is like different signs of it. Safe, Euclid, Keter, Apollyon. Okay, I'm going to show you what is the classes. Just to like simplify this shit. Okay, this is the image. But I prefer to like say it in front of you guys than reading shit. Of course, Euclid, which is my current status right now. But for now, I don't attack anyone else for a moment. So Euclid is that you still don't understand, but still you can still contain. So for example, for me, I'm still contained. But still, if you misuse it or let's say didn't contain it properly, they're still dangerous. So anyhow, Euclid is like a level 2 in warning. So sorry, I need to like. So basically, Euclid is that they're still dangerous, but not all Euclid objects are dangerous. But same time, they still get out of their containment, but it's really rare, and they're easy to recontain. Okay, so this is why it's called Euclid. Um, Not to mention that what do you call this? The reason why they're like easy to contain because example for SCP-173, which is called, I'm just going to show it to you, SCP-173. The reason why this one is like easy to contain, okay? The peanut statue, if you're familiar with it. The reason why this one is easy to contain, okay? First of all, if you're like three people in the room, or four people at most, or five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, the more you are, the more you're safe. Why? Because first of all, you can just like look at it. You stare at it. That's it. Even like one person, two-person at most, you can like switch blinking. It will not attack you if you're like staring at it or by looking at it. So what you need to do, you have like two people or the two people there. You can just like ask them to like put some bars and some container to that creature. And then other five people would just like fucking stare at it. That's it. If you're going to blink, say blink, blink. And this is what I'm doing. This is my strategy when it comes to like co-op in SCP Containment Breach. Okay. So I'm going to say with the next guy that I'm playing with that sorry guys, I need to blink. Okay, I'm going to stare at it. The other guy will say stare. Okay, fine. I'm going to blink. Okay, fine. I blink already. I stare back at it. He's going to blink. She's going to blink. We take turns until we contain it. Okay, so they're like easy to contain, but still they can get out and still dangerous. So this is why they're called Euclid. Now let's go back to Keter, which is my previous category. Why I'm fucking Keter. You know why? Because I break out on containment every freaking week, every three times a week. So basically, I would say this, but I killed a lot of SCP personnel. Okay, I do admit that. Okay, but Uni and Villain, you're safe with me. Don't worry about this. Okay, you're safe with me. Okay, I'm going to kiss you both. Of course, scatter is hazardous to any forms of living things. Number two, they're like breaking. Mwah. They're easy to they break out of containment every freaking time. Number three, they're hard to contain. I'm not kidding about this. Example SCP. One of the famous SCP killers is what do you think? Old Man or the SCP-6882, aka the freaking lizard. What do you think? I'm just going to ask you this. Because there's like two SCPs that we know is SCP-016, the freaking creepy old man, and of course SCP-682, which is these two is like famous SCPs. I'm not kidding about this, but they're known for it uh, in the lore, and not to mention, I think this one came out from the game. Yep, the creepy old looking old man, fucking old man. So this is his face. Going to like show it to you guys. I know he's a fucking nightmare. Look at this. This is the guy who fucking teleports out of pocket dimension and pulls you in and going to like freaking torture you. Yep, this guy, this fucking old man that looks like a fucking skull. And when I play like SCP Containment Breach, when I encounter this, it's hard to escape him. It's really fucking hard to escape this guy. He will just like fucking appear out of your door or it's a hallway. He will just appear out of the ceiling, sometimes on the floor, and he will fucking pull you inside the pocket dimension. So if you're going to play that, you need to like run away as fast as you can while be careful on other anomalies too because they will ambush you. This is the hard one to escape, and if you go into his pocket dimension, you're not dead yet. You need to escape it. There are times that I can escape, sometimes I cannot escape because he fucking injures me and play with me inside the pocket dimension, and he's going to like fuck you up. And it's claustrophobic too because it's like fucking tunnels and all other of like maze shit. And we have SCP-002, which is a killable lizard. Of course, they tried to kill it several times because this lizard is he or it wants to like destroy a fucking human life. I'm not kidding about this. All living fucking things. It will destroy even a fucking kitten, a teddy bear, or some shit like that. A human being. He hates everything. This is the point. They try to kill it with any conventional means. It doesn't work because it will regenerate and adapt. If you shoot at it, it will shoot a fucking bullet. If you shoot it with a flamethrower, it will shoot. It will shoot back with the fucking flame. Throw some toxic stuff, it will shoot back with the toxic stuff. If you shoot it with the glass, it will shoot you with the glass. So the only thing that they can contain it with, which if they're trying to contain it, it has like high casualty rate. So most of the personnel will fucking die if you're going to contain this shit. So basically, what they're doing with this SCP is that they're putting it in the containment tank that has full of acid so that it cannot regenerate. But still, it's still alive. Even a fucking nuke, it took a fucking nuke on the face. It's still alive. This is the point. It got removed from the reality. I did try it once. It doesn't work. He got pissed off at me. So yeah. So don't piss this shit off. Okay, don't piss this lizard off because you would fucking die. I almost died already from this SCP because the SCP Foundation think it's good idea to face me with this creature. I tried to erase it from reality, but no. I tried to shoot it, but it doesn't work. So everything, and he got angry at me, so I ran away like ah! And I'm scared. I'm fucking scared. So yeah, this is like Keter class. So what is the Taumiel? So I don't have really good example for Taumiel class. So Taumiel, of course, I'm going to explain this. So there are like SCP that contains other SCP. So this one is useful. So if you have a powerful SCP that is like going to kill you, use a fucking Taumiel. I don't know which are they explained. I have no idea with this. Neutralize, of course, dead SCP. Obviously, if you kill an SCP, its status is called neutralize. Esoteric, I heard it before, so unknown. So they still didn't even study it, so they cannot classify it. So it's called esoteric, okay, or unknown. And self-explanatory, Apollyon, which is like the day breaks, or Scarlet King, or Leviathan, or that can cause an end of the world scenario. So even the Keter class, even like me, can cause Apollyon if I can. But then again, I'm not interested with the end of the world anyway. I want to have a girl, partner, and something like that. So I don't want to cause an end of the world scenario. So this, but still, there are like few ones like when the day breaks, which is explanatory that the sun becomes red and it turns you a gooey monster. Number two, Number two is Scarlet King. He's a giant demon evil overlord that wants to invade the Earth. Leviathan, given it's a fucking Leviathan, it's a demon, and other of all shit that can end the universe, the Earth, the solar system. That's called Apollyon, and you cannot fucking contain it. This is the point. It is hard to contain, and you cannot fucking contain it, right, Nico? You said I'm going to hug the SCP 682. No, fucking no. I'm not going to do that. I have bad experience on it already. I'm not going to do that shit. If the mutants can scare me, that one that I encountered last time while I'm on SCP site, nope, just fucking no. And of course, there is a dragon SCP-2. I'm not kidding about this. There's like lots of categories in SCP. We can cover it in the future. For now, let's focus on this end of the world scenario, which is called the sun. Let's make it
indoors
simple.
and
The
block
fucking
out all
sun.
natural lighting. Due to a fatal meteorological event of unknown origin, an estimated 1 billion casualties have taken place
What
within
the
the
fuck is
first
the
30
sound?
minutes of
Ouch.
activation. Stay away from all visual light, 390 to 700 nanometers, emitted by the sun. Stay away from all visual light, 390 to 700 nanometers, reflected by the moon. Citizens attempting to travel outdoors must fully cover their bodies in protective clothing, preferably several layers. Cities and man-made structures in general provide the greatest protection. Formerly wooded areas should be circumvented.
Yeah.
Travel by foot should be limited as much as possible and is heavily discouraged.
After this EAS, I'm going to show you the introduction about the SCP-001 and R by R, okay? So that you would understand why there is like warning here that makes sense.
Secure and close all entrances and
I love reading the forms. Well, you can go to SCP. Hold on. I'm just going to like SCP Wiki. Where the fuck is it? SCP Wiki. E-Wiki. Read this, guys. Freaking read this because they have like what do you call this? All of the SCP related stuff is here. So bookmark this if you need to. Okay. So the website do look like this. Okay, the website do look like this, and it has like redacted stories. So actually, it looks like an official government website. Uh, okay, we can find some SCPs here that actually you will not be surprised if there is like redacted. So the beautiful world, and exit, Mr. Toxic. So Childbreaker, you know your lore. I'm impressed with you, Uni. Actually, I'm just going to go with one because first of all, they're not known. This one, SCP-001. So I think it's also called the Lockett's proposal. I forgot the name. Yeah, there is like a warning too. It looks like a fucking government files. Okay, in order to prevent the knowledge of SCP-001 to be leaked, several novels SCP-001. I think this is Scarlet King. This is why they don't want to like get leaked out. All of the files concerning the nature of SCP-001, including decoys, are protected by Mimetic Kill Agent. Designed Mimetic Kill Agent are it's safe for tall male, designed to immediately cause cardiac arrest in any non-authorized personnel attempting to access the file. Revealing the true nature of the SCP-001 to the general public is cause for execution except as required under redacted. This is redacted. So redacted means you cannot see the complete sentence of the file and you cannot just like so it's like okay, here's the thing, guys. Okay, I know that some of you are lurking and some I talking with already. Okay, I'm going to be straightforward with you guys. My future merchandise would be an SCP file, an ICA file. If you're familiar with ICA, it's called Hitman Agency in a Hitman. I will make some dossiers of mine, make some multiple copies, and I'm going to use it as a merchandise for my, of course, VTubing because it's related to my lore. And of course, SCP, okay, SCP files. So some of it is redacted. Of course, nobody will understand if going to like read that, but still, it's like a memento. So aside from stickers by cover art for which is called NSFW, but I'm not going to show because you're going to get a filing cabinet. Okay, here's the thing. I'm planning to like sell my merchandise for the paper. I think $5. What do you think about this? $5, $2, at most $3. Okay, shipping fee. It's not my problem. I can like send the file to you if you want to, guys. Uh, if you want a physical copy of my SCP files, okay. All right, so there's like lots of it. Good example for the ones who are curious or lurking right now. SCPs. The shy guy. Oh, by the way, do not look at the shy guy's face. Some of it's redacted. It looks like a government website. Yep, logs redacted, redacted. It's really long. Yes, this shit is the one that I'm planning to do, and I will hire a writer or someone who would write for me to create a lore regarding SCP, and I'm going to create something like this, and I'm going to like put a picture for myself, my model. Just one paper only, two paper at most, some research files, etc., etc. Ordinary folder. You don't need to spend that much. Just only the file and my picture, photo picture there that is staring. Okay, I'm going to like put some my abilities there, something like that, and incidents too. Do not forget the incidents, of course, and some of it is redacted. Okay. One question, guys. Do you want my merchandise? This is one of the good questions. If you want, I can like create one sample for my community. I think like five for a moment because I need a mass production for it. So that's one of my problems right now. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just sharing my plan to you guys. Okay, don't worry about this. In the future, you will
And
get my
with this
merchandise.
bullshit.
Oh, also my body pillow. Do not forget that. Do you want a body pillow? The body pillow for me. Who wants my body pillow? I will make a body pillow for my character. Okay.
Do not look outside. All unusual noises and persons outside should not be investigated. Refuse all requests from users to come inside.
Of course, a freaking body pillow. See this is the warning. They said that no matter how human they may seem, because okay, I'm going to spoil before we start the actual intro. Those zombified globs of monsters are faking as one of your loved ones. And I'm going to show it to you on the infographics after a few minutes. Ah shit. This is fucking creepy. This is fucking creepy. That's how you get chicken nuggets, really, Uni? Really? If your EAS is like this is like really fucking scary. It will like cause you a heart attack. It seems like a fucking EAS is like possessed already. Ah. It got intercepted. See? It sent a chill on my spine right now. I'm not kidding about this. It's, that EAS like is so fucking creepy. It's so fucking creepy. Okay, let's start with the intros because some of you guys are except you, Uni, right? I think also Villain is already familiar with this. When Day Breaks. Okay, there's like explanation here. And R by R, okay, after this. 14
You've been
minutes.
walking for days. Your body aches. You're
Actually,
dripping
there's
with
like a
sweat
cross
from the heat of the sun bearing down overhead, and yet you're
cameo of
wrapped
other
up in
SCPs
layers
too.
upon
So I want
layers of
to
clothing.
do
Even your face is covered, and you're
Plague
wearing
Doctor
thick
because
black
Plague Doctor is my
goggles so
favorite,
that not a
and he's my
single
good friend.
centimeter
I
of your
would say
body is exposed. Your
uh,
journey has been long, and you feel
SCP-049
like you
is
might
my good
die
friend.
from exhaustion or from overheating due to these multiple layers of clothes. But dying is better than being exposed. You saw it happen when your entire team...
Okay, did you see those that monster earlier? That's what I'm saying. A fucking zombified blob,
changed. The light cannot be trusted,
and you
not
fucking melt.
even for a fraction of a second. It's been
Ah!
like this for years. You've learned and survived through painful experience. Many of those you used to know cannot say the same. You've been alone for so long.
And
You might have
people
given up all hope
got
if it
fucking
wasn't for the
melted with
distress
that
signal coming from a
fucking
nearby SCP
sun.
Foundation containment facility.
Imagine
Site
this if this
46.
happens to our
Any
real
kind of
world.
survivors would be better than nothing,
Ah
no
shit.
matter what kind of sorry shape they were in,
Ah shit.
as long
I
as they
imagine
were
if we're
still
in this
human.
scenario.
You find your way to an opening in the side of a mountain and slide into the cave, hoping you weren't spotted. The whole world is crawling with those things now. You can't let yourself be seen.
Yep.
As you trudge down the cave towards the entrance, you see what looks like a huge black snail trail splattered on the ground, leading into the facility. You try to avoid it and press on. You don't even need a key card to enter. The door has been left ajar. The facility
knocking
reeks
here.
of those things, but you can't see any of them. You just hope they've moved on and left some human survivors in their wake. The place looks abandoned.
Here's the problem. Those zombies, even if you're hiding, they will like fucking seek you and they will destroy your hiding place.
Every step you take echoes through the empty halls. When you find that the elevator's out, you take the stairs all the way down to level B5, Keter Containment. Lucky
Hey,
for
that's
you,
my
it
old
seems
home.
all the cells are empty now.
Keter Containment
The horrors that were kept inside
basement.
of them have all long since
That's my
flown
old
the
home,
coop.
actually.
You keep following that slimy black trail until you find an abandoned office. There are no people here anymore. Just a broken barricade, some empty medicine bottles, and a bucket that the people inside the office had apparently been using as a
Ugh.
toilet. You
By the way, who fucking shits on the bucket? Who fucking shits on the bucket? There is like a fucking toilet in the facility. Why not you fucking use that, right?
breathe a sigh of disappointment at finding no one alive here, but you're at least relieved to be out of the sun. You can finally remove your jacket and head wrap. With your uncovered eyes,
Okay, I'm going to explain why you need to like wrap yourself with thickest clothes and some of your parts shouldn't be exposed. Okay, SCP-001 is a sun that goes bad. Okay, it turns you into a fucking monster. So if you got touched with a fucking small dot of the fucking sun, it will melt your skin. It will not turn you into a zombie yet because you're not exposed, but still, the process is painful because it will like melt your bones, skin, muscles, nerves, all of that shit. It felt like you're getting hit by a fucking flamethrower and being baked in a fucking oven. That it would be feel that you will be feeling with. So this is why they advise to like wear gloves, thick jackets, facial covering, and also protective lens for the eyes, of course. But they they don't even like recommend going outside with the full moon and another thing with the sun because anything can penetrate your clothes. So just to take note, okay?
you notice that a nearby computer terminal is still powered up. You sit down at the desk and turn on the monitor. Because of the emergency procedures put into place in a K-class scenario like this,
K class is Apollyon
safeguards no longer apply. You
Apollyon
can access all the
scenarios.
information you need, up to and including finding out what actually happened. In the dull glow of a nearby emergency light, you see a dark shape slumping through the halls in shadow. You tense up, then exhale as it slithers off into an adjoining hall. You're safe, for now. The terminal
For
has
now,
finally loaded
that's a
and
point.
authenticated your access. You're staring at the file for SD Lock's proposal.
So SD Lock's proposal, I know that you're aware of this uni, right? SD-Loc's proposal is combination of possible SCP-001. So I said before there is Scarlet King. I think there's like two giant monsters. I think Leviathan, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, When the Day Breaks. There's other things that I forgot, but you can like add this on the comment if you want to. What is the other SCP-001? Because there is like lots of it within that proposal. But I saw the scenario already for Scarlet King, but that one is not scary. It's more of fantasy stuff. This one is a little bit scary
For
for me.
SCP-001 When Day Breaks. It's the only name you can give the apocalypse your world is currently experiencing. This is one of the only anomalies in the entire history of the SCP Foundation to be
Gotcha.
given the Apollyon Containment class, meaning containment is
It's
truly
truly
impossible.
impossible. But you can contain it if you
SCP-001
have
is the
like
most dangerous enemy
a
that the
Tomiel.
Foundation
If you don't
and
have a
planet
Tomiel,
Earth
you cannot
has
do that.
ever faced. It's always been the principle of the SCP Foundation to battle in the dark, so that the civilian world can thrive in the
What
light.
the fuck?
But now the light has
It's just
become the
it's just
enemy.
about fucking
Anyone
punching
exposed
the SCP creature like ah. Bruh, just bruh. I don't even like do that shit. I mean, like if someone did that shit to me, I would like tear them in half. I'm not kidding about
to any
this.
amount of sunlight for even the briefest period of time is subjected to the effects of SCP-001, and those effects are beyond horrifying.
Yep.
SCP Foundation Administrator released an urgent memo telling Foundation personnel to make their way to Site-19 at all costs, because they need
It's a
all
safe
the
house.
help they can get. Those exposed to SCP-001 in the process are no longer considered human. Their new designation is SCP-001-A.
They're slime monsters, or let's say
These
slime
new
zombies.
entities are to be avoided at all costs.
See, fucking slime zombies.
But in case of emergencies, the administrator says it is permitted to cut off parts of your transformed comrades and eat them.
Actually, I'm willing to eat my eat my, you know, my bunny girl, my bunny kid. I'm going to eat her. I'm going to eat Bonnie and Mixie. I'm going to eat Moon, Moon, Moon. If she got transferred into a zombie love-like creature. Okay, you're saying infinite Ikea for infinite garlic bread? Yes, also infinite Swedish meatballs. I'm not kidding about this. I want to cover the infinite IKEA on the next just chatting. But for
To
now,
avoid starvation. The
you can
memo
eat.
empathically states
Okay,
that no
let's
attempt should
continue
be
this.
made
You can
to
like
kill
fucking
them,
eat.
since you won't succeed. You'll just put yourself at risk.
Yeah, that's
When
true.
the
You
sun
can
changed
even
and
like
became
kill
SCP-001,
the
it instantly
SCP-001
affected 6.8 billion innocent people.
guns.
The
Doesn't
second the
fucking
visible
work.
light touched them, whether it was from the sun itself or even reflected off the
Uh,
moon, their bodies liquefied,
Yep,
melting like candle wax
exactly.
into puddles of living gelatinous slime. This effect isn't isolated to humans either.
Oh
Any
shit,
biological entity
bro,
exposed to
bro. What? Why I'm there, bro? Thank you for the alert, gameplay boy. I'm watching SCP right now. If you can join, if you want to join, why not? Let's talk about SCP. Okay, this is like the most annoying fucking part that I saw right now. This is what I don't understand. Why the fuck I'm the example here? Bruh, there is like lots of other animal VTubers that you can make an example. Why the fuck I'm here? Bruh.
sunlight immediately underwent the same irreversible melting process into
Look at this. Look at this. What happened to me? Like, oh, come on, man. Come on. Look at this shit. Now I'm melted. I'm melting. And I'm sad. Moon! Okay. Oh, come on, man. What the fuck?
SCP-001-A, and the horror had only just begun. People transformed into SCP-001-A will remain shades of their former intelligence and personality. They may even try to will their new gooey mass into a shape resembling their original form. However, these individuals will lose their sense of self if they
Mhm.
come into contact with other instances of
And they will turn
SCP-001-A.
into a
When they
giant
come
blob of
together,
monster.
001-A instances will bond on a molecular level, weighting up into horrific giant blobs with only one
They're
purpose:
capturing all of the shit
integrating
on the
more
floor.
matter into their bodies.
Poor
That's why they
donuts!
have to be
Poor
avoided at all
donuts!
costs. You continue to search the computer terminal for answers. Perhaps there was
Contingency
some
plan,
kind of
okay.
contingency plan put in place for this. Some way to reverse the effects, or at least escape the nightmare Earth has become. Instead, you find a series of attachments linked to the SCP-001 file, detailing what seems to be the last days of the people who'd barricaded themselves in the facility. Most prominent among these were researcher Dr. Logan
Okay,
Igata.
speaking of which, SCP-001, you cannot cure SCP-001. I'm going to spoil the other part. SCP-049 tried to cure it, but he fucking failed. It worked at first, but the patient fucking died again. But you can isekai on the other dimension. There's like lots of SCP that you can go to the other dimension, but the problem here is that if you're going to go outside, if you're going to pull that shit, you will like fucking melt on the outside of the facility, or let's say safe houses. So not to mention that not all of the SCPs are known by general public. I mean, sure. I mean, okay, let's put ourselves in this scenario. We're familiar already with SCP, right? SCP series. And this shit happens to us. And you know where to find the certain SCP that you can go to the other dimension. Here's the other things that I need to bring out, guys. Few things that is like really, really fucking important that I need to bring out. Number one, how can you go there? First, airplane did fucking crash in this scenario. Number two, if you're going to go to the boat, of course, you will not be safe. Why? You're fighting the sun and moon. Moon do reflect sunlight. Bang! You get hit, you're dead. Number three, if you like manage to succeed to find that certain SCP to teleport you or put you on the other dimension, the question is it safe? See? This is the question. We don't know. If you go to the other place, it's also worse. There's like a war, there's like a fight, there's like a giants that are fighting, you got stumped, you're dead, right? I mean like there's like another scenario that evil twin of SCP-049 is on the other world and he killed lots of people there. So I don't think even like dimension hopping is good idea unless you know where you're going to hop in. The problem here in SCP, if we're going to use an SCP that is like a dimension that you can like go, it ends up in a bad way. That's the problem. The only thing that I can say that is like safe SCP, not really safe, but SCP that is like safe to go is Infinite IKEA, which is like you brought it up earlier.
Her wife, Ari, a
Although you can
secure
like deal with the IKEA employees that turns into a monster, but still they're easy to kill versus this one. So yeah, Infinite IKEA is the safe haven if you're going to ask me. Not this world, not going to the other dimension, unless you can like go to the Garden of Eden. But I have no idea how to get there.
security officer named Commander Anad and a few others. Dr. Igata had locked herself in the office where she recorded her final messages to the world. In the first audio log, Dr. Igata and her companions seemed afraid but hopeful that there may be some way out of this situation. Dr. Igata reported that
No,
most of the workers at
no,
the facility were
no,
transformed
no,
during the initial
no.
event. Their melted bodies had fused
See, this is
outside
what
the
I'm saying.
facility,
The Gate
and now they
Guardian.
were trying.
Exactly, this is what I'm saying. The Gate Guardian will kill you. But if you're like outside of the vicinity of the Gate Guardian, outside of this aura, you're safe. But you need to like camp outside of the vicinity. But the problem here, what if this monster, this same monster, and you open the portal and you didn't close it and it entered there? Here's the biggest problem here. I would say that would be another liability. Because there's like another scenario with Infinite IKEA that one of the monster did enter. But this is a theory. But if you're going to ask me, Infinite IKEA is safer. Why? Because it's on the other dimension that is proven already. If we're going to go to the Garden of Eden, okay, close the portal. But do not get near the gate guardian at the same time. Avoid the mini gate guardians there. I know because I watched the gate guardian SCP. So you can camp outside of the vicinity. You just don't go near that, and you're safe. But the question is there an animal? Is there vegetation, vegetables? Right? You need to plant. You need food supplies. There, you don't have food. That's the problem. Unless you can find some apple tree or something. In Infinite IKEA, the reason why it's like really important, it's really safe there. Food supplies. I'm not kidding about this. All of your needs are there. Swedish meatball. You get hungry, go there on the canteen, cafeteria, get all of the scoops. You can supply yourself. That's it. Well, if you're going to eat the apple, you will die too because you know the Bible already, right? Like tree of life, tree of knowledge. It's literally next to the guardian. I don't think you can go there unless you're referring to the ordinary apples, but it doesn't seem to discuss if there's like the trees there that can bear fruits. Here's the problem. So yeah, this is one of the things that I can like disagree and sometimes agree with you. The only thing I can agree with you is the Infinite IKEA, not Garden of Eden. Okay, you will starve there, or my piece of the gate guardian. You know.
trying to bust their way back in. The defenses had held so far, though, and they seemed confident they would hold long enough for them to figure out a way to escape this awful situation.
But
You
they
open the
didn't
second
escape because of
attachment,
this.
an incident report, and realize things may not have been as hopeful as Dr. Igata let on. She reported hearing the huge mass of melted creatures hammering on the door outside again, begging for them to come out and experience the sun with them. They wanted desperately to add to their ever-growing biomass. In order to experiment with what exactly would happen,
Poor D class,
they sent out one of
poor
their
fucking
few
D class.
remaining D classes wearing a full protective suit.
But they
It
got
didn't
burned.
last long. The huge creature grabbed him with tentacles
Yep,
made of
as expected.
reconstituted flesh. It began ripping off his protective suit as he screamed for mercy. It was a monster made of dozens of people and animals. He could never overpower it. The second the sun touched his skin,
He melted and
away
fused
and
with
was
the
absorbed
monster.
by the great mass holding him in place. Guns were ineffective
This
against
one
these
is interesting.
SCP-001-A super entities. Fire would do no good. It seemed that extremely low temperatures were the only way to
Here's the problem, okay? What they did, extremely low temperature, what do you call this? Blue flamethrowers. It's useful to slow it down. But the problem here is that if you're a survivor and you're not part of the SCP Foundation, you can like fucking die because you don't have that kind of supply or knowledge to do that. Yeah, that's expected. But still, it's still useful. So if you if you need to escape, you can use that. But after that, you need to run away. You cannot kill this monster unless you are like fucking Superman.
slow the immense blobs down. And even then, not
I don't know if
permanently.
Superman
There
can last
was
with
one
this,
ray of light in the darkness. The
can
site
last
director
the
had a
sun,
secret
because
tunnel
I know the
underneath his
Superman
office,
gets his power
connected
on the
to a
sun.
tram that could hopefully take them directly to
Not
Site
Batman.
19
Batman is an
without risk of
ordinary human being.
SCP-001 exposure. It was a good plan, and by far the best option they had available to them. But the best plans often don't work in practice. You open the next attachment on the terminal. This time, it's a video feed. You can actually see Dr. Logan Igata, and she looks harrowed by what she's experienced. As it turns out, while the others, including her wife Ari, attempted to exit through the tunnel, something had happened.
There
Dr.
is
Igata
a
heard
fucking
Ari's
monster
voice
there.
over her radio, but there was something wrong with it. It was too low, too guttural, and filled with gurgles. SCP-001 had gone.
Why not
her.
fucking
She
escape
was
immediately
changed.
on
The monster
the...
from above had crawled in through the ceiling. It had taken them, all of them, and converted them into
Okay, this is
something
really
like
stupid for me. I mean, like, bruh, there is an underground tunnel already. Why not like fucking jump there? If you see the monster, it's like big ass monster that cannot fit on the fucking manhole. If I'm going to, if I'm, if I'm in this situation, okay, I'm going to run there, fight or flight, right? I know that some people will fucking freeze, but I will basically, if I get fearful, I do run away. I don't stand there and something like that. No, I don't do that shit. No wonder why they fucking died and turned into a fucking glove monster.
Less than human. Any hope of escape now seemed gone. Ari told Dr. Igata that it would
Because
be fine, that it was
here's the
such
funny
a
part:
bright,
they're researchers
beautiful
and they're
day
not using their
outside,
fucking
and she was
brains.
wasting it locked up
Nice.
inside that office. She tormented Dr. Igata with shared memories of their
Yeah,
life and
I know.
love, of that day in the sun where they bound their lives together. The monster with Ari's
You know,
voice
this
did
is the
everything
sad part
it could to
that
try to
your
convince her to give
partner
up and
died
join
from that
them,
shit.
but she wasn't ready to go just yet. You look away from the screen when you hear a sound in the corner. You see a dark puddle of some unknown substance, and then some
I thought
skeletal
that is
hands
like
rising out of it. The hands are
SCP-106,
pulling themselves
but
out of the
it's like
puddle,
a fucking
followed by a
skeleton.
skeletal face covered in matted hair. You have to stop yourself from screaming until a flash from a nearby security light makes the figure disappear. It's a normal puddle once again. Your
It's
mind is playing
not a
tricks
normal
on you.
puddle.
You open the next attachment, another video, and see that Dr. Igata's condition has deteriorated. She looked pale, frantic, and thin. She was using a knife to draw her own blood onto a piece of blood-stained parchment covered in strange symbols. Igata ranted about her theory. What if 001 took the minds and bodies of its victims, but not their souls? Through performing some kind of arcane blood ritual, she hoped to at least rescue and keep the soul of Ari, even if her mind and body were lost. You open the next attachment.
Okay, speaking of which, that method she's using, it's called in real life called occult, but actually in SCP terms it's called taumalurgical. Okay, I'm just going to um, taumalurgical or taumalurgy, taumalurgy or thermalurgical. So that's their so-called occult practice in SCP universe. She did that just to like save her girlfriend's soul, but actually I'm not going to spoil the last part why it didn't work, because that SCP also controls the soul. I will show
It
you
seemed that
how.
Agata's ritual worked, but not in the way she hoped. The twisted soul of Ari, driven mad by SCP-001, had taken over the file. It begins corrupting
Exactly,
the
this is
text
what
of
I'm
the
saying. She made it
SCP-001
worse.
file into crazy ranting about how futile it is to fight. It then cuts to an even more frightening video feed. Dr. Igata, in her sleep, tossing and turning in a makeshift bed in the corner of her office. The camera approaches her, in first person, and lingers over her sleeping body. An oily skeletal hand reaches past the camera and runs its fingers through Dr. Igata's hair. It's
Here's the problem when you're using entomology in SCP. They pointed out that if you're like careless, even in real life occult, okay, I don't know if you believe with that. It's dangerous if you don't if you're not mentally prepared for this and you don't know how to like cast or let's say chant something, and you might do something wrong and offend the demon or let's say the ghost. So this is why possessions are frequent and some shit happens to the person. Bad luck, sometimes someone dying. It's no different from this shit. She's
exact
so
same
fucking
hand you
desperate.
saw reaching out of that black puddle earlier. You must have seen Ari's lingering spirit. With a lump in your throat, you open the next attachment and watch the video. You see Dr. Igata, now truly broken. She'd been haunted by Ari's demonic spirit for a long time now, and it has clearly taken its toll. She is waving around a handgun while she speaks. She now believes there's only one way to escape, but not like this.
But
She
what?
doesn't want the gun to draw attention to her body. She doesn't want to become part of that mass, even if she is dead. She opens a drawer on her desk she's recording at and places the gun inside. Dr. Igata then apologizes to her loved ones who are likely long since dead or assimilated, and turns off the recording for the last
So the
time.
question here,
In
what
that
happened to
moment,
her?
You realize there's a single drawer in the desk in front of you. When you reach forward and open it, you see the same handgun Dr.
I
Igata
think
was
that's a
holding is
Glock.
laying inside.
That's a fucking Glock.
You pick it up and
It looks like a
study it,
Glock.
weighing your options. Perhaps there truly is no other way out. Then you see an update on the file. One more attachment has been added while you were studying the gun. You feel your heart pounding in
Do
your
not open
chest
that,
as you
dude. Do
reach
not fucking
forward
open.
and open the
Do not
attachment.
fucking
The
open
text
that.
has been
See, this is
changed
what I'm saying.
internally. The file on SCP-001 is now a poem, an ode to the sun and to the love they shared. Then a video file spontaneously
And
opens
this shit
itself
is
on
like
the
creepy
screen.
because someone is like trying
It's
to
a
stalk
video
you.
of you shot from behind. You see those oily skeletal hands reaching for you in the dark, just
Nope,
like
nope,
they did
nope,
with
nope,
Dr.
nope, nope,
Iguchi.
nope, 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 nope,
In
nope,
that
nope.
moment,
And you
panic and
fucking fired the
fire
gun. You're
from
dead. You're fucking
hoping
dead.
to scare
Bro,
off
you're
the
dead.
spirit.
You're fucking
Instead,
dead.
the
You
sound
alerted
of
the
gunshots
monsters.
attracts something far worse. The
Bruh,
immense blob of
stupid.
steaming melted
Fucking
flesh charges
stupid.
towards the office. You try to barricade the door,
No,
but
it
it is
doesn't
not
work
enough.
and
The
you're
flesh
dead.
seeps and bursts through and grabs you
Ah.
in its meaty tentacles. You scream and try to escape, but it won't
He
save you.
fucking fired the gun and he
Nothing
fucking
will
panicked.
save you.
My
The
god,
flesh
do not
carries you
fire a
upstairs,
fucking
out through the
gun.
empty
The hell,
halls,
man?
out into
Idiot.
the cave. You can
The
see the light
fuck?
in the distance as the blob ferries you towards it. You won't be alone for much longer. In fact, you won't be alone ever again. Now check out SCP-001, the Scarlet
This
King,
one is
and
interesting, but we're not going to cover this.
SCP-001, which is the real 001.
Okay, so R by R. Or this time, this is like the civilian's perspective and SCP staff perspective, not the one guy who is like who did something really stupid. And I
We've
think
all
the
thought
last
about
okay, I
disasters.
think the last one would be our I think the last one would be the SCP-049's adventure, okay? Since he's my favorite, and next time we will continue with SCP-016, 106 and SCP-096 about with the blind girl. That's that story is a little bit heartwarming at the same time. SCP-091 096 did kill the mom because she saw her his face. Oh yeah, someone is like messaging on. Hold on, I'm just going to open my messenger. Give me one moment, guys. Can I take a bathroom for a moment because I want to like urinate again. I need to like fucking leak, you know. Uni, can I take a pee? I need to like bathroom break for a moment, okay? Sure. Give me 5 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Okay, someone is like messaging me, but I'm not going to like pay attention to that. Can't feel pain if I can feel it. Okay, let's go.
Imagine massive floods,
All right.
fires, or a meteor suddenly crashing into Earth. But what happens when the destruction comes?
Guys, by the way, I can post shit. I don't know if I'm going to get docs with this shit. Okay, anyhow, since I did like reveal my identity to certain people on cosplay conventions, I will post my cosplay pictures. Since I'm wearing a hoodie anyway and a mask, so you will not able to identify my full face. Okay. I will post it on Twitter, also on my Discord. Okay. So yeah, stand by for that. For my cosplay, also my pictures with other cosplayer and my favorite girl. Her name is Ponpami. She's really cute and a little bit crazy. So anyhow, Okay, so that you can like see what I'm doing on Saturday. Okay, stand by for that. Of course, some of you will recognize me. I don't know if some of the lurkers are Filipino here. I hope so that I will encounter you on Otaku Expo this week. Okay.
quietly and suddenly, with the dawning of a new day. Over the next 24 hours, the world as we know it will crumble and something strange and terrible will rise to take its place. What will that look like? Who will try to rise to the occasion and help? And who will cower in the dark? What happens
Hmm.
to the people around the world in the first 24 hours after day breaks?
Bruh, they
Let's
will
find
fucking
out. Hour
die. They will
1.
get
It's
turned
6
into a
a.m.
fucking
on a
slime
farm in
monsters.
Kansas, and the land is just beginning to wake up. The farmer and his wife and children are still sleeping, waiting for the cry of their rooster to tell them that it's time to start the day. The cows are grazing in the open field, letting out the occasional half-hearted moo, but they're still a bit too sleepy to give it their all. The pigs snort restlessly in the barn, feeling breakfast time approaching. The rooster, proud and stately, hops onto the roof of the chicken coop, surveying his domain. He tilts his head back and lets out a
And
mighty crow. Cock-a-doodle. The sound catches in his throat as something strange begins to happen. His beak softens like wax dripping from a lit candle. It drops to the ground with a soft plop as his mighty wake-up call
and
fades to a gurgle. There is something wrong this morning. Something truly, deeply wrong. If the rooster were
boy,
capable of
those
complex
people will
thought,
be
he
like
would be terrified. Instead, he is just melting, along with the hens, the cows, and the pigs, all dripping onto the grass as the faint light of morning changes them. Inside the farmhouse, the family begins to scream. Hour 2. An hour later in New York
okay,
City,
I'm going to
the
be honest with you guys here. You know why there's like huge casualties when it comes to SCP-001, okay? People in cities are awake until midnight. I'm one of those people actually. Imagine that if this happens and I accidentally open my window, I would fucking melt. Especially there's like lots of people who came out from a fucking bar or let's say a hobos or something, and they will get instantly turned. Although the people who is like inside and doesn't have a light, they're like literally safe. But then again, you're not safe once you go out. And not to mention the monsters can crash and grab you and turn you into a fucking monster too.
city that never sleeps gets a rude awakening. No one can be sure when exactly the chaos broke out, but all of a sudden, people in their little apartments wake up to the sound of masses of other people calling out for help, of the thunderous footsteps of crowds tearing through
You
the
know, Uni,
streets, and then of a
I have an
strange
idea.
gurgling sound that
You can just like
replaces the
join the
bedlam.
MTF if
A
you
young
wanted.
woman throws open her blackout curtains to get a better
Mobile
look
Task
and finds
Force.
herself melting along with them. Across town, a landlord knocks on his tenant's door, demanding some overdue rent, but there is no answer. Only the slop of something oozing across the floor inside. Security footage of Times Square catches an eerie sight. Masses of molten
Thi-
flesh spreading
See, this is the one. Actually, the earlier one, they're not exactly zombies, but I prefer this one.
across the streets. The masses
They're
of
just like
tourists that were
mindless
gathered there
slobs. Actually, it reminds me of what you call this. If you like play Tiberian Sun or let's say Tiberian Dawn, okay, they reminds me of Viceroys from Command and Conquer. I can never handle a gun. Why? Wait, in Netherlands, guns are hard to what do you call this? Um, is it really hard to like get into a shooting range or something? I know that you cannot get a gun, of course, but I don't know how strict it is in your country. But if you if you're like in shooting range and you can like what do you call this, rent a gun, I think they can let you as long as you're like being supervised by a gun range instructor. In fact, that's what I'm planning in the future once I finish my agenda for this year. Um, I would join not really a shooting club, but I would try to like you know on the shooting range, practice until I get a new a gun, a legal gun, of course, not illegal. And once I have funds or let's say time, I'm willing to like go to tactical training. First of all, I cannot be qualified in military, so due to the disability. So tactical training would be the nearest one, and they're like being instructed by an ex-soldiers. So I'm willing to do that. Okay, I'm willing to do that actually.
only hours before melted together into something else, bathed in the neon
Stand
glow
gun.
of
Stand
the
gun is really
billboards
old,
and lights
but
of
it's a
the
one of
city.
classic ones.
Hour 3. On the other side of the world,
Stand
in
gun
Canberra,
actually it's
Australia,
like prone
a
to
group of
jamming.
college students is camping in the wilderness. While the United States is waking up to a horror show, they are sleeping soundly in their tents beneath the light of the moon. Well, except for one of them, who had decided to take his sleeping bag outside and sleep under the stars.
And he fucking
That would have
melted.
been a lovely idea, except for the fact that all sunlight, including that which reflected off the moon, has become quite destructive to the human body. To all living things, in fact. His melted form sloshes around inside the sleeping bag, trying to regain some
Easy to
semblance of its
fix.
original shape.
What
Inside
is it
their
to fix?
tent,
What
his
is your
friends
idea?
are still themselves, shielded remarkably well from the light by the thick canvas. That is until one of them gets up to go to the bathroom and unzips the front of the tent. His mouth is already useless by the time he thinks to scream, and the moonlight floods inside and covers the group in a silvery glow. It doesn't take long for them to meet the same fate as their friend outside, melting together
They
into
got turned
one
into a
massive
fucking.
entity. They had hoped this camping trip would bring them closer together, and, well, it did.
Yep, it
Hour
literally
4.
did
Meanwhile, a
turn them into a
speleologist is deep in the
fucking.
bowels of a cave in Tianshan that she has been studying,
The moon is
completely
as.
unaware of the
Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't call moon like that. That moon, okay, not the moon, because moon. Okay, yeah, you're correct about that because the moon reflects the sunlight. Remember that the sun did turn into a fucking race that freaking turns you into a fucking zombie glob. Okay, so of course, if you're going to like get hit by those rays using the what you call this the moonlight, yeah. But I think in the other canon, sometimes the moon doesn't turn you into a glob monster. This is what I think about it.
terrors of the surface. She's taking samples, dictating notes to her research assistant, and keeping an eye out for bats, when suddenly, she receives a communication from one of the members of her research team up above. The technology they use only allows for short text messages that can be transmitted through the layers of soil and rock all around. But this warning
Finding
needs
maximum.
only a few words.
Moon.
Don't come up. Not safe. The words send a chill up her spine.
Of course,
What
it's
could
not
possibly
safe.
be happening that's more dangerous than being down here? She writes back, asking for clarification, but
Mixie Moon is not
receives
joining.
none.
Moon.
Through the dark tunnels illuminated only by a few headlamps, she thinks she can hear the echo of a scream. Hour 5. Those that are still safe and have managed to hold on to their identities and forms have noticed yet another threat in addition to whatever the light is doing. All around the world,
Okay,
planes are dropping
good
from
discussion
the
about
sky,
this.
their pilots and crews transformed into something incapable of flying an aircraft. Airplanes that were en route to their various destinations, thousands of them going in every direction imaginable, are now plummeting towards the ground, crashing into the ocean, or in some especially unlucky cases, landing on buildings that still have survivors inside.
See, this is the problem. Since you're up in the sky and especially the cockpit of the pilots are open in the sun, and if this shit happens, all of the planes will fucking crash. Even the 80, I think the ATC air traffic controller, right? Their windows are open, and if they got touched by the rays, they will also melt. That will lead to actually, it's not the monsters that is the problem here. It's the breakdown of the society. So it will discuss the other things that came out on post-apocalypse. So this one, imagine this: you're still alive on the airplane, and you manage to like escape the sun rays. Okay, you're on the back, but the plane is crashing. You're still dead. Number one, you're inside the building. Okay, you're like waiting inside the building, because you know that sun rays will turn you into a monster. Suddenly, the plane will crash into your apartment. Oh shit! Your survival chances is like 1% in this scenario. I'm not kidding about this. And if you manage to like dodge like a fucking action hero movie, the incoming airplane, you will still fucking die because there's like lots of sun. There is like lots of monsters outside. So yep, you're dead. It depends on the place. It depends on the place. Okay, you can like what you call this, duck and roll, quack quack quack, and the duck will roll. I'm just kidding you, baby. Oh, shit. I mean, I mean, I'm just kidding, Uni. Okay. Oh, come on. Wait. Sorry, sorry for that word. Sorry for that word. Um. Okay. Duck and roll. Quack quack quack. Roll. Okay, fine. You heard that, okay? You heard what I said earlier. Eh, of course, I'm really shy, okay? Especially if it comes to like femboys, or let's say certain trends that I like, or let's say girls. Sometimes I cannot even like confess, and I'm so afraid because there's like one cosplayer cosplayer there on convention that I will meet, and I might accidentally say the same shit, and I don't really want to be, because I'm going to be honest. I have a date on February 11th, so she said yes that I could take I could take her out on the date. Um, I'm just like I don't really want to like accidentally say shit, just like earlier. But you think that you're accepting, okay? Wait, let's move
It's a
it.
truly brutal bit of irony to escape the sun's terrible rays and find some small sanctuary, only to have an airplane fall out of the sky and destroy it all. Hour 6. Over at the SCP
Oh
Foundation,
my god.
everyone is on high alert.
Yeah, this is what
trying
I'm
to
saying. The
categorize what is
airplane will
happening
like fucking
and find
crash
a
you in
way
your
to stop
place,
it.
and
But how do you
bang.
contain an
If you manage to
anomaly
survive
when
in
that
the
anomaly
sun,
is the sun itself? In the meantime, the
blow
O5
up the
Council
sun.
retreats
That's
to a
it, right?
specialized underground bunker constructed especially for this kind of dire scenario, outfitted with beds, reading materials, and enough supplies to keep them alive for several years, as long as no one hogs the snacks. As the rest of the Foundation staff scramble to find a solution before the rest of the Earth's population is reduced to goo, the anomalies contained throughout the various sites begin to take notice. SCP-999 oozes
Oh, that's
frantically around its
cute.
site, hugging and nuzzling anyone it can
SCP-999.
get close to. It doesn't fully understand what is going on.
I met this SCP. He's kind of wholesome. This creature releases my stress. Like if that creature appears in front of me and I get into a berserker state, and it hugs me and I calm down, and yep, containment breach fucking stop. Yeah, I do remember that shit. Of course, I feel sorry for my actions, for the deaths that I caused. So sorry guys. Okay, rest in peace. Anyhow, let's go back here.
But it can tell that everyone is quite upset and frightened by something, and it wants to help them feel better. Other anomalies have a less charitable approach. SCP-173 takes
The peanut
advantage of the
statue.
chaos to escape containment, snapping a few necks on its way out just for fun. After all, everyone's eyes are otherwise occupied. Because it is not made from any organic material, it is immune to the effects of the sun, and makes its way outside to explore the pandemonium. Research staff pass by SCP-682's
SCP.
containment chamber can hear the giant beast chuckling to itself, a
The crocodile
sickening
is so
choking
fucking happy.
sound as it laughs at the fall of humanity. Finally.
He
it
knows. He
sighs.
fucking
One
knows it.
scientist peeking through the observation window swears that the hard-to-destroy reptile is smiling before one of his colleagues ushers him down the hall, away from the monster's celebration. SCP-507 appears in the hall with a pop, back from another one of his involuntary interdimensional voices.
This guy is like so fucking unlucky. He went back to the Earth and suddenly, because he's like dimension hopper, okay? Yeah, he's unlucky because first of all, it's the end of the world and sun becomes evil.
Wages. Whoa, where's the fire?
He
He asks, taking in the hysteria around him. Did something get out? A bit of unease creeps into his voice. No! Shouts a passing guard. It's what's trying to get in. God, I have the worst timing. 507 groans. Hour 7. Back in the realm of
What the
civilians, newscasters hop on to broadcast from studios devoid of natural light, unsure if there are any survivors left to hear their messages. One television personality forces his usual bright smile, staring down the barrel of the camera with barely concealed tears in his eyes. He can't let his smile crack, can't let himself break down. If he lets himself cry, really cry, he's scared he won't be able to stop. Please, remain calm, he reads off the teleprompter.
Okay, that's good,
As
that's
a
good.
production assistant sobs into the shoulder of the camera operator. Experts are working to determine what is going on. In the meantime, please follow these instructions to ensure your safety and that of your loved ones. Do not go outside unless you are covered in proper equipment to shield
Which is a
yourself from the
jacket,
sun or
gloves,
moon.
or let's say a
Block
face
all
cover.
sources of natural light in your residence. Do not attempt to interact with those who have been affected by this disaster.
Good.
Do not touch
Good
them.
guy, good guy.
Do not let them into your home. Do not speak to them. Again, please remain calm. Help is on the way. He doesn't know if the words are true. He only knows that it's his responsibility to give the people hope, something familiar.
Actually,
they can
what he
turn
said
to.
is the same shit that SCP Foundation said. So they passed the instructions to him. He said it correctly. Do not provoke the monster too. So do not talk to it because it will like fucking tempt you and or let's say drag you from your safe place.
When nothing makes sense, the camera switches off. He covers his face and lets the tears loose. Hour 8. In spite of the pleas from newscasters, people are very much panicking. How could they not? Everything's descended into absolute mayhem, and it's only been 8 hours since it all began. Unfortunately, where there is panic, there's someone trying to make a quick buck off of their fellow man.
That's
Even
the
more
problem.
unfortunately,
Money
the
is
internet is
useless
still
in
up
this.
and running so far. And with survivors taking to social media to live tweet their experiences and post as much as they can on Instagram, Facebook, and anywhere else they can reach out for help, it is the perfect environment for scammers. A Twitter thread goes viral claiming that wrapping oneself in aluminum foil will protect against the effects of the light.
Oh my god! Oh man! If you have a survivor and you have like aluminum foils in your body, what? I, sorry, sorry if I'm like speechless right now. Man, oh man, that is so fucking stupid. Bro, you're just going to like reflect the light and you're going to accidentally bounce it off to other people. Bro. Oh my god. Uni, look at this shit. Wrap yourself with aluminum foil. Ah. oh, oh, that is so fucking fucked up. My god, you're just going to get out. You're just going to get other skill. That's it. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, money is useless right now because end of the world scenario, dollar is useless. If I'm in this situation, I would prefer to like stock up on food, ammo. Actually, ammo is not really urgent if you're going to like, distract the monster. If you're going to shoot at it, food, maybe flamethrower with what do you call this? A blue flame. Uh, Cleaning goods, of course. You need hygiene materials, extra clothes, communication devices. I think that's it. Although when it comes to communication devices, most of the mobile signal data is gone out, so you can rule it out. So food, hygiene, medical supplies, extra clothes. The clothes is for the protection. Okay. Money, do not fucking bring the money because money is useless here.
Facebook posts
Yes.
circulate, hawking all sorts of natural remedies and super sunscreens from essential oil blends
Ah,
to bacon grease. A fraudulent GoFundMe page pops up, claiming to belong to a climate scientist raising money for a ray gun that will reverse the damage done to the Earth's atmosphere, which he cites as the cause of the destruction. Hour 9. Not all the
oh my
information
God.
circulating online is false, however. A video is posted on TikTok with the caption, "These mofos can talk,"
TikTok, yeah.
featuring video of a teenage boy cowering in a dark room as one of the formerly human flesh creatures moves around outside the door. After a moment or two of silence, a garbled voice calls out to him, "Brian, come outside. Please come out into the sun.
This is what I'm saying. They're going to like
The
try
video's
to like
comments
lure
are
you
filled
out.
with other users sharing similar experiences, saying, "It talked just like my boyfriend. It barked like a dog," or even, "It was singing my favorite Ariana Grande song." Similar videos pop up in the wake of this first recording, urging survivors to ignore the voices, no matter who they
Yep.
seem like they belong
That's smart
to.
move. Ignore
Hour
the
10.
fucking voices.
While
That's
some
it.
people are using the internet to spread helpful information on the nature of the events outside, others have ruled out rational explanations entirely, claiming that this is divine
Yeah,
punishment
this will
for the sins
happen.
of mankind,
There is like
or the
conspiracy
Matrix
theories.
finally collapsing in on itself. Others deny that the horrible events are even happening at all. An infamously contrarian livestream personality logs on from his insulated basement, crowing to his viewers that none of this is actually happening. It's all a ploy to keep us complacent and under government control. Ask yourself,
no,
why don't
just
they want
no.
us going outside? So we don't see what they're really up to. As commenters try desperately to change his mind, he doubles down, "You're all just a bunch of sheeple, ba ba." He
Baba.
laughs. "Look, I'll show you there's nothing to worry about." He carries his laptop upstairs with him and steps
No,
outside onto the
no,
sidewalk.
no. And
In
you're
his
dead.
computer
You're
screen, he
fucking
can
dead.
see the video feed of his own face beginning to droop
Ooh.
and liquefy before he can even feel it. He tries to run back inside,
But it's so
away
late.
from the light, but it's too late.
He
His
melted.
legs are already giving out. The viewers can only watch as their favorite streamer dissolves in real time, until his now useless hands drop the laptop to the ground, where it breaks into pieces and the stream goes dark. Hour 12. For those who have survived this long, at the 12-hour mark, things are beginning to get tense. Actually, that would be an understatement. Tensions have
Exactly.
been bubbling steadily for the past 12 hours, as people have melted into unrecognizable waxy monsters, exploded in plane crashes, and been traumatized to within an inch of their lives. Now those tensions are boiling over.
Oh,
Human beings in a crisis can be a bit like crabs in a bucket, vicious and ready to tear each other to pieces if they perceive that they might be left behind. When there is a shortage of resources,
so this explains. Okay, so what I said earlier, breakdown of society. So lots of criminals will appear. So yeah, this is why you need to stock up on the guns because there is like other people who will like prey on you and will fucking murder you for fucking supplies. So you need also a gun, but I would not advise to use it against the monsters. So there would be lots of crime. I'm not kidding about this. Lots of fucking crime because even like the police will break down.
this selfish fear and anger only gets worse. Hour 13. There might not be a lack of food or fresh water yet, but there is another resource that seems worth destroying each other for: darkness.
Yep,
In a world where
exactly.
light means death, the only safe place is in the dark. But there are a limited number of places that people can go. In rural areas, families retreat to storm cellars or the insides of empty grain silos. In cities, underground parking garages become hiding places, and there just isn't enough space there to go around. People erupt into physical fights in these parking complexes,
This is
punching
what I'm
and shoving
saying.
each
People
other,
like
even
fucking kill
attacking
each
with
other.
broken bottles and other improvised weapons, all to stake their claim over this newfound territory. Even more contentious are warehouses, insulated hiding places filled with all the supplies that will soon start to dwindle: toilet paper, canned goods,
Water.
soap, and bottled water.
Yep.
These things just might be worth killing for, and many are already prepared to do so.
Actually, to
Hour
be
14.
honest,
While the
to be honest, guys, when I'm this in this situation and I survive and there's like no supplies, most likely I will become a bandit. So yeah, pardon me on that. Actually, I'm not really a nice person, but I think like uni, right? You might end. I don't know what will happen to you if you're like in this scenario, but well, let's say just like join my bandit gang if you want to. Bandits, bandit.
The SCP Foundation is busy trying to maintain order and find a way to end this catastrophic event. Other groups dedicated to the anomalous are equally busy. The Chaos Insurgency attempt to launch a sneak attack on Site 19
But they
while its
failed.
occupants are distracted. However, their defenses against the sun prove ineffective, and they are melted before they can so much as reach the site's entrance.
Yep.
Inside, the Foundation staff
They
never
fucked up.
even notice. They have far too much on their hands already. Other groups take a less offensive approach, prioritizing safety. Members of the Serpent's Hand
Serpent
escape
Hand?
to the interdimensional
Ah!
Wanderer's Library.
Okay,
along-
so you need this is what you're saying earlier, right? That the members of the Serpent's Hand do go to the other dimension. But I think they're like special exception because they know where they will teleport. But your suggestion is like incomplete. So if you know where to isekai, I would say I would agree on that earlier.
with their families, settling in for the long haul and preparing to make it their permanent home as the Earth burns. They didn't want it to end this way, but they are not going to stick around to be a part of it all. Hour 18. Not all people are turning on each other, even as things appear dire. The best thing anyone can do in a horrible situation is to look for those willing to extend a helping hand. There
Yep,
will
that's,
always be people trying
exactly.
to look out for others, to put out the fires, and airlift people out of the floodwaters. Though this disaster seems anything but natural, the instinct to help is still there for many.
Mhm.
Doctors and nurses hole up in hospitals, blocking out the windows with spare pairs of scrubs and whatever else they can find to light-proof the building. There they treat the wounded that make it inside, wrapping broken bones and stitching up wounds as best they can. A few well-intentioned souls even attempt to treat those changed by the sun. those things
Even
that
like
barely
the
look
plague doctor
human
cannot even
anymore,
like
no matter
fix
how
that.
hard they try to arrange their soft bodies back into their former shape. It is too late for them though. There's nothing to be done, and no medical school in the world could have prepared a doctor to heal this hurt. But what about the people who aren't all the way gone? The ones who started to change but got inside in time to slow or even stop the process. Hospital staff treat the melting like an infection,
Amputate.
amputating molten
Yep,
limbs or
amputate.
attempting to
That's
clean
correct.
and bandage them, unsure of what to do with a piece of human body that no longer behaves like flesh and bone. They're able to save a few people, but far more are already doomed by the time they make it inside.
That
They
one you need to
disintegrate
like
slowly, but
destroy
steadily, fading away on the
kill them
operating table
already.
until their warbling voices are urging
Because
the
they're
doctors
dead
to
once
follow
they're
them
transformed.
outside.
This is the point.
It doesn't
Right?
hurt, they promise, reaching out with fleshy tentacles that were once hands. It's hard to remember the Hippocratic Oath when a monster is trying to pull you into its grasp. Hour 20. While some are trying to help the creatures created by the sun's wrath, others have been waiting for this moment since they saw their very
Just
first
fucking
sunlight.
no.
To them,
You're going
this
to
is
fucking
an
die,
outbreak,
man. No.
plain and simple, and it's the perfect chance to suit up and play soldier. They cloak themselves in body armor and helmets with dark-tinted visors, and grab whatever weapons they can find.
This shit will not
Grenades,
work, bro.
Firearms, flamethrowers, anything is fair game at the end of the world. A former police officer and massive fan of zombie-themed first-person shooters takes to the streets, staring down an enormous mound of flesh made from dozens of people melding together, ropey tentacles flailing and grasping for more bodies to add to its mass. He fires an array of bullets into the thing, but they are absorbed into its surface,
No,
swallowed up
this will not
inside.
work
He
because,
searches for weak points, for eyes, a heart, anything he can target, but he can't spot anything vulnerable. But he's not deterred. He'll try fire next. He lights a homemade Molotov cocktail and hurls it at the beast, waiting for it to ignite and listening for the sound of its painful cries. But nothing comes. The cocktail explodes and nearby debris catches on fire, but the ball of flesh doesn't react.
Hold on.
It just continues to advance towards him, making its way down the street as if it has all the time in the world. There's only one option left, and it's the riskiest one of all. He pulls out a grenade and pulls the pin. Throwing it
Okay.
won't do. He needs to run up and thrust the grenade into
He
the body
fucking
of the monster
tried to
blow
throw
it
a
up
grenade,
from the
but this is not
inside.
effective.
He's going to have to be quick. He summons
This
all
is
the
not
stamina
fucking
from his high
effective,
school
bro.
track and field days and
Just
makes a
fucking
mad
no.
sprint
Just
for the
do not
creature,
do that, bro,
holding the
bro.
grenade out in
No,
front of
just
him.
no, no,
Eyes on the
no,
prize, there is nothing but the
no.
mission now, the chance to
Fuck,
be a hero. He
idiot.
is so singularly focused on his task that he doesn't
See, this
notice
is
a
why
tentacle
he's like
snaking
trying to be a
along the
Doom
ground
guy,
toward
but
him
he gets
until it
himself
loops around his
killed.
feet, flipping him
Just
over until he's
nah,
upside
man.
down. The
Nah,
force of the
nah.
movement knocks his helmet loose, and it falls to the ground.
And
He
he's
moves
dead.
to shield his face with his hands, but it's useless. The sunlight has already found him. He is already changing,
Uni,
becoming one
this
with the
guy
very
is dead.
thing
This
he
Rambo
promised to destroy.
wannabe
He
is
stares up at
fucking
the
dead.
mass with reverence,
Actually,
just
Doom
before
guy
his eyes
wannabe.
drop out of his head and reaches his arms out to welcome the embrace. By the time the grenade detonates, he can't bring himself to care about it. He can't care about anything except being part of the flesh.
He's
Hour
dead.
22.
He's
If
fucking dead.
individuals have a tendency to blame each other in times of strife, then governments are even worse. Surviving
This
leaders
one
of
is
various
funny. This
countries,
one is
shivering
fucking
in their
funny.
bunkers and tearing out their hair with stress, begin
Oh,
to
there's a
convince
Putin and
themselves that
Kim
this
Jong-un.
must be some kind of act of biological warfare gone wrong. Nuclear testing, some kind of deadly gas, something. Surely ruination on this grand of a scale must be man-made. With no other recourse, they begin
Actually, they could just like
declaring
contact
war
the
on each
SCP
other.
Foundation
Everyone
to
pointing a
ask.
finger at someone else as no
Then
one is
again,
able to take
it's
responsibility.
expected
The threats, the
governments, of
denials, and
course.
the rage escalate until finally, the North Korean government makes a decision that would seem completely insane under any other circumstances. They attempt to nuke the sun.
They attempted to nuke the fucking sun, the North Korea. Nice. Oh my god. Did you hear that shit? Did you hear that shit, right? They fucking nuke. Casually nuke some fucking sun. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my god. Sorry. One moment, please. Well, they turned into a suspense semi horror into a fucking comedy at the last minute of the video. I, sorry, I'm like keep laughing about this. This is so fucking stupid. Oh, wow, just that's fucking wow, man. It's like wow. uh, oh, yeah. Sorry if I keep laughing aloud.
It's irrational and it's ineffective, of course, but it's the last gasp
Irrational,
of a species hurtling towards extinction.
irrational,
One
and
final
effective.
attempt to
Correct.
bring it all to an end before it's all truly
And
over.
they just
Hour
accidentally
24.
nuke
And as
part
the
of the
dust
US.
clears, it becomes completely apparent the old world is dead, and a
Yep.
new world, for better or for much, much worse, is born. Nothing will ever be the same again. Now go check out SCP-001 When Day Breaks Dr. Bright and When Day Breaks SCP-035 for more of everyone's favorite
God.
apocalypse.
Sorry, sorry, Village of the Legend and Nico and Gameplay Boy and others. Because it is like so fucking funny for me. 049. Last one, so that I can end the stream because I still have a work later and I need to prepare for tomorrow. Uh, okay.
A world that's lost its way needs a healer.
Okay, hold
Someone
on.
to
Is
patch
this
up its
a right
wounds.
video? What? Let's start with this one. Ah.
It's tough to know how we might respond to a true disaster. What might any of us do when the world turns upside down and nothing makes sense anymore? What if the simple act of stepping outside into the sunlight became the deadliest thing in the world? We've delved into this horrifying notion before with
Yep.
SCP-001 When Day Breaks, or SD Locke's proposal, one of the most nightmarish XK-class end-of-the-world scenarios ever devised. Mr. Rogers once said that the best thing to do in times of trouble is look to the helpers. No matter how dire things become, there will always be those taking up the difficult work of putting
I
their
need to like have a
community back
massage
together.
by next week.
Firefighters, emergency medical services, soup kitchens. There are so many different
I need to
kinds of
have a
helpers
massage.
out there. Unfortunately, most of them would be the first to go once the sun's rays turned on us all.
Yep.
The firefighter attempting to put out a blaze would melt into a puddle of goo. The EMT running out of an ambulance would melt the second his feet hit the pavement. When doom and destruction are everywhere, who is left to help? Perhaps someone who has always dreamed of saving humanity from a great plague, but is trapped inside with no sunlight in sight.
Oh.
When the whole world has grown
Actually,
sick,
I
humanity
wish
forever
so because
changed into
to be
something
honest, I
terrible
have this
we just
what do you
might
call this?
need.
Bumps on my back. I have like bumps, like a really big muscle lumps on my back, and usually this like stops my mobility when I'm like moving around. Especially it's like notorious on my spine, on my butt, on my hips, and also on my upper back. Also on my back of my neck too, and on my legs. So yeah, most of my right now I'm in fucking pain right now.
A doctor. Today we're looking at what happens when a dedicated physician meets his greatest challenge yet. We've discussed SCP-049 many times before. He's a
Yep.
humanoid entity standing roughly 1.9 meters in height, resembling a man dressed in the garb of a medieval plague doctor. He is clad in thick dark robes and a ceramic mask that tapers into a long, sharp beak. Though
Actually,
it
I
may
like
look like
this
a
doctor.
costume, these adornments are actually part of the entity's body. SCP-049 wants one thing: to cure humankind of a mysterious pestilence, the nature of which has never been entirely clear. Sadly, his work tends to do more harm than
Yep.
good. He can kill
They
with a single
turn to a
touch,
zombie
and
if
his attempts
he
to cure
revives them.
human subjects result in malformed zombies instead. He carries around a black doctor's bag capable of holding an impossible amount of medical implements, which he uses to perform his work. Though his actions tend to result in more harm than good, the plague doctor seems to genuinely care about his patients, their well-being, and curing them of the illness he believes to be ravaging their bodies. SCP-049 is singular in his obsession with eradicating the
Yep,
plague
that's
he
true.
so
He's
often
like so
speaks of,
fucking
and he will
obsessed
not stop
with
until he has done so.
eradicating
But
the
what
plague.
does a doctor do
I mean
when
the
there are no more
pestilence.
patients left to treat? When humanity has been wiped out and the pestilence is gone for good. Let's peek in on the doctor in his containment cell and see what he's up to. It appears that he's working on something, or perhaps it's better to say someone. But what is this new creation? It looks too small to be a human, too human-like to be an animal. It looks
Is
too
it a
much
plushie?
like him. Has it finally happened? Has the plague doctor begun to reproduce himself?
It's a
It
fucking
seems the
plushie.
answer is yes, but not in the way you might think, since it appears what he has created is a plush version.
Hi, Brett. I'm sorry. We're watching SCP earlier. Actually, I just like covered the SCP-001 and said something really good on my life. Like I'm having like a good day since like earlier. Yeah. How are you today, by the way? Yeah. If you want to like know what happened exactly to me earlier, the good things, you can like check out my VOD. And also yeah, I will be on cosplay convention this week, and I will be cosplaying as Scab from Escape from Tarkov at Saturday. But on Friday, I will stay at the hotel just to like go in line to get a ticket, of course. So yeah, how's your day, by the way? The school sucks. Yeah, what happened to your school? Yeah, you can just like share a story.
of everyone's favorite masked Melody Man. That's right, the Plague Doctor has created something special, and now for the first time you can have a Plague Doctor of your very own by going to
What?
scpswag.com.
SCP-swag.com? Really? Is this true? Okay. No shit. I'm just going to check this out. Going to check this out. www.scpswag.com. Ooh! Oh, this is true. Oh, I thought that this is fake, but it has lots of plushies. Guys, look, this is like lots of plushies here. $39, $30. SCP-682 plush, Tico Monster. I would love to have a Tico Monster. Actually, it's not a monster, but it's a really cute creature that if it hugs you, it will make you feel good. Actually, Red Time Story, you will need SCP-999, aka the Tico Monster. I would say you will need this creature. Actually, it's really cute. I thought it's fake, but actually they're like advertising it for real. Nice, huh? Nice. Actually, I'm just going to post it here if you want to buy, guys. Boop. It's like $17, $30. I thought that it's really expensive, but it's not.
And ordering one right now. And with this one, you don't have to worry about waking up to find that you've been
You really need the SCP-999 plush. Yeah, actually, I posted the link already. If you can save up, you can have it delivered, and you can like attach the what do you call this? You can use it as a stuffed toy, or you can just like put it on your bag zipper, and you can like use it for display. Well, I do understand. I mean, like, for me at my work, sometimes the people do suck because people there just like fucking piss me off. But today, nothing did piss me off. So it's just like something really good because I got like assigned as a consultant for Metaverse, which is Metaverse. If you're familiar with Metaverse, not Facebook, it's more of Minecraft, NFTs, VR chat, virtual reality, that kind of stuff. So it's related to my what I'm doing right now. So nothing happens. So you got a bad day from you got Luis or something.
converted into a walking
Sometimes
zombie-like shell of your former self. No, this nearly 10-inch tall
or
plush, which comes
teachers.
complete with his own
Sometimes
removable doctor's bag, is a soft
people are disrespectful for absolutely no reason. You see this shit. This is why I'm so fucking pissed off most of the time because people are so fucking disrespectful. He has a point. This is why sometimes I'm ranting about that because sometimes other people are dick. I'm not saying all, okay, because you guys are good. I love you all. I love you. But to be honest, the people I'm encountering are so fucking assholes anyway. So sometimes sometimes I go extremely mad and sometimes I scream what do you call this, become, yeah, I end up becoming an asshole when I'm dealing with them. And to be honest, I cannot justify it. Like if they treat it to me like that, I will like return it back to them. I'm going to throw shit at them if they throw shit at me. I mean, like, I'm not teaching you to be like that, okay? What I'm saying is that sometimes if people treat you like shit, you can like either do the so-called ordinary way that you need to like treat them what with so-called kindness, but to be honest, that's also a bad idea because they will abuse the fuck out of you. Or you can be like, if they treat you like an asshole, okay, they're an asshole to you, and be an asshole to them until they become nice. That's my advice. That's what I'm doing every day. If the person is nice, the person is lovely, just like Uni. She's a real big, I mean, real, a real wife. I mean, sorry for wrong words. Okay, I'm very sorry because You're pretty, okay, Uni. So I get fucking distracted. I say wrong shit. Okay, this is the point. What I'm saying is, yeah, but then again, sometimes we're a little bit different when we approach idiots. But for me, if they treat me, they're being an asshole to me, I'm being an asshole to them 10 times. Okay, they think that they can like push me around. Nah, if they did if they did that shit to me, they will like in a world of hurt. I mean, like, no shit. Someone did like try to harass me on Twitter DM. I just like counter attack, and they're like fucking crying. Also at my work, someone did like fucking call me while I'm sleeping. I'm like sleeping, and they're like contacting me. I told them like, do not call me when I'm sleeping unless it's like emergency. It's not an emergency. They're like ranting something about some sort of stupid stuff from my coworker. I just like I screamed back at them like I called them a fucking asshole for waking me up. And I told them that since I'm your fucking boss, okay, you don't respect my boundaries, I would not forget it. I just like told them that. And they just like begging like, oh, I'm sorry, sorry, I'm very sorry. Like, too late, you woke me up and I cannot sleep anymore. No, I told him I just like told that guy that guy, and when I just like log in before he ends his shift, and he is like so fucking scared that he just like time out from his shift. He didn't talk to me. He's like so freaking scared of me because of that.
Squeezable version of the SCP-049
Also,
that we all know
you
and
want that
love.
if you want to
Or
look
fear.
at this.
Put him on your shelf, carry him with you in your own bag, or set him on your desk so that you always have someone to discuss your own theories of what exactly the pestilence is. We just can't promise that he'll divulge any secrets, since this little plague doctor seems especially tight-lipped. We know you'll love him as much as we do, though, so go to scpswag.com
Man,
and
I
order
would
one for
love
yourself
to
right
order
now.
one
Supplies
for
are
this.
limited, so don't wait. But back
So
to the
supplies
taller
limited?
and more mobile plague doctor. The doctor
You
sat
really
in
need the
his containment
plushies.
cell, as he did
You really
every
need the
other day of his
plushies.
captivity,
You can
doing
get
his
the
best to keep
SCP-682.
busy. The scientists of the SCP Foundation were small-minded. They did not comprehend the gravity of his work, the necessity of ridding the world of the pestilence. He forgave them for their ignorance, for they did not know what they were doing. Instead, he kept his mind on the goal, the duty he had as a physician and a man of the sciences. Just as many scientists had done in the past when their work was unappreciated, Copernicus was persecuted
That's
for his
true.
model of the universe and his knowledge that the Earth revolved around the sun. Jonas Salk for
Speaking of Copernicus, why? Okay, I know that you're familiar with this, right? Copernicus got persecuted after he broke out his theory because the Catholic Church cannot accept, and they're like the first flat earthers. That's true. They just said, no, Earth is flat. Okay. So what happened to Copernicus? Yeah. You cannot just like, even in the past, you have those kind of people though. Until now. That's the point. Okay.
his controversial invention of the polio vaccine that saved countless lives. SCP-049 would be remembered fondly by history for his contributions, even if his contemporaries did not understand his vision. And so, in spite of the suspicion
Actually,
and doubt
this is
that
what
surrounded him at this foundation
I'm
that
questioning.
should have been all for groundbreaking research, the doctor carried on with his work. He sat on the floor of the cell,
What I'm
his
trying
bag
to like,
open
question
next to
is
him.
that
From its
how can
endless
he
interior,
fix
he withdrew
when the day
syringes,
breaks?
bottles of viscous liquids, tissue samples suspended in jars, and a stainless steel table upon which he could place it all. Today, he would perform a new round of tests on samples he had been able to extract from previous patients before he was thrown into this unjust imprisonment. These doctors, men he had once viewed as colleagues, had not brought him a new test subject in quite some time. A guard had muttered something about it being too costly to keep wasting perfectly good cows on him. Simpletons, fools, Luddites beating their fists against their own chests in the face of true progress. Their small minds were of no concern to him. The doctor placed his tools on his work table and began to take out the samples. An
How
ear,
can we?
a piece of
How
skin
can he
taken
like
from the bottom of a foot, a
examine that?
section of a liver, and, most exciting of all, the frontal lobe of a human brain. Indeed,
Whoa.
it would be a fruitful day of investigation into the mysteries of the great dying. He was just pulling a scalpel from his bag when his concentration was suddenly interrupted by the sound of a blaring siren. He set his tools down and looked up. That sound, it signified trouble at the facility, but surely it would be over soon once the issue had been
But
dealt
he's
with.
not aware
Outside
that
his
there's
cell, he
like
could hear the thundering footsteps of guards running past, shouting at one another too
creatures that
quickly
turn
for him
into
to understand. One man stepped over to peer into 049's cell, making sure he was still contained, most likely. "My good fellow!" The
My
doctor
good
called
fellow.
out, reminding himself to speak in the
My good
king's
fellow.
English so the man could understand. "Would you be so kind as to enlighten me? What is the trouble? If anyone has been
He's
injured,
not aware that
I
there's
would be
like
happy
slime
to offer
monster
my assistance."
behind
The man did not respond, his attention
outside the
grabbed by
facility.
something further down the hall that the doctor could not see. "Wait!" he cried, but the guard had already disappeared. The siren continued to blare, assaulting his senses with its shrill tone. In the distance, he could hear screams. Surely there was a dire situation at hand. Had that damnable reptile escaped again? He approached the door to his cell, listening for further information. There was no roaring, no sounds of walls crumbling. There was only that blasted alarm and the screams of unadulterated fear and agony. Very curious and quite
He can just
troubling.
like try to like
SCP-049
unlock
tried to open the door, knowing
with,
that it was futile. He had never been able to escape
his
before.
tools, right?
Why would that change now? Still, a scientist must repeat his efforts in order to gather new data. So he thrust his shoulder against the door, attempting to break it down. It did not budge. Instead, an automatic containment measure was triggered, releasing lavender-scented gas into the room in an attempt to calm the doctor down. He did love the scent. It reminded him of gentler times long ago. He took a deep breath, imagining fields of purple flowers swaying in a summer breeze. That was
Actually,
the
the
world he
lavender
fought
is
for,
like really
not the
good
flawed human beings
sniff.
that opposed him, not this sterile facility packed with the ignorant. For now, he would return to the work. If they did not desire his help, there was nothing more to be done. Sometime later, perhaps hours, perhaps days, he could not be certain when there was no sunlight to gauge the time by, the alarm fell silent. The doctor stopped his ministrations
Yep,
and
lavender
listened.
is nice,
As
right?
the alarm had stopped, so
Actually,
too had the
I'm
screams.
planning to
In
like
fact, the whole
put some
facility seemed to have
lavender
gone
air freshener.
completely, eerily silent. "Hello?" he called out, but there was no response, save for a clicking sound. Now that was a sound he had heard before. Normally it signified the arrival of armed guards who would strap him into a harness, knock him out, and take him somewhere else. It was the sound of the door to his containment cell unlocking, but there was no one there. Could it be? Grabbing his faithful bag, SCP-049 cautiously pushed against the door. It swung open, revealing a darkened, vacant hallway.
Yeah,
Gone
they're
were the
like
harsh
literally
fluorescent
fucking dead
lights,
here.
the D-class personnel mopping bloodstains off the floors, the doctors hurrying by with clipboards in hand. Everyone was gone. From what he could see, at least. He would have to investigate further in order to know for sure. A scientist never assumes
He has
until
no
they
idea
have
what
all of the
happened.
available information, after all.
They got
So
by the
SCP-049 walked the
zombie
halls of the
monsters.
seemingly abandoned Foundation site, expecting to be interrupted at any moment by an adversary in a white coat who would usher him back to his prison. But the interruption never came. As he rounded the corner past one of the containment facilities, a familiar voice called out to him. "Excuse me? Please! Could you help me? Open the door!" 049 stopped and peered into the room. It was the possessive masks room, SCP-035. The doctor opened the door.
Bruh, this guy is like literally a troll. You're aware of this mask, right? If he just like attached to someone's face, he will like fucking possess them.
There it was, the porcelain mask grinning at him from its glass case. Thick, black liquid oozed from its eyes and wide-open mouth. Oh, wonderful! It's you. The mask gleefully
Fucking troll.
enthused.
What
My
a
good
fucking
man,
troll.
you gentleman and scholar, would you please release me from this awful case?
He's like luring
049
the-
paused, considering the potential ramifications of this
Just
action.
fucking no.
No
Just
doubt
don't.
you've noticed that things have changed around here. The mask continued. The Foundation is different now. The old rules have gone out the window. So it would seem, the doctor replied. I will not wear you. Understood? I will only release you from your cage.
Bruh,
And
just
for
no.
that, I will be
Just
eternally
no,
grateful.
there's
the mask
consequences.
promised. The doctor approached the glass case in several quick strides, and with one gloved fist, broke through the glass. Thank you, old friend! The mask cried out.
Actually,
Now, take
SCP-035 and SCP-049, Plague Doctor the Mask, are old frenemies since the last centuries. There is like other story related to this, so I can like show it to you when we covered after we finish the Day Breaks series. Plus, we will go to the Plague Doctor series, okay? And then we will like cover the other SCPs. But I'm considering to focus on the what you call this Warhammer 40k. So I will have like a variations of just chatting.
me with you. The doctor shook his head. I have more pressing matters to attend to at the moment. If it is true, if they have all gone, then this facility is in dire need of a new head researcher. At his words, the mask's visage changed, the cheerful smile warping into an exaggerated frown.
He's mad.
And you think you're the man for the job? How embarrassing!
What a fucking
How
asshole.
Truly tragic! Bite your tongue, the doctor retorted. But I don't have one. Some physician you are, the mask taunted. Unwilling to deal with the porcelain fiend's naysaying any longer, the doctor
He's
turned
being
and
trolled.
swept out of the room. Now was not the time for such verbal sparring. He had so much to do. This whole facility could be his new workshop, his laboratory, and he would need assistance to help him manage it. But who was qualified enough, loyal to the cause, armed with sharp wit and a body free of
Possessive mask is
pestilence?
so
As he
fucking
made his
troll.
way through the pitch-black halls, he felt something nudge his leg. He glanced down, uncertain what he would find, and saw a teardrop-shaped orange creature nudging him affectionately, gazing up at him with one
This
large,
SCP is
unblinking
like
eye.
what do you
Next
call
to his
this?
other leg, a mustard yellow creature the same shape and
I forgot the SCP designation for this. They're being used to contain SCP-173.
size was rolling toward him. Are you friend or foe? The doctor asked. The creatures continued to nudge against his legs, seeming to want something. Attention, perhaps? He bent down and patted each creature gently. They rolled around his feet in circles, making a delighted babbling sound. Ah, companion it is. Well then, come along. As he continued his path, the little creatures rolled after him, keeping close to his heels. Suddenly, they began to babble loudly, in a panicked tone, swarming around the front of his feet, as if to stop him. Is there a danger here, my ocular friends? The doctor asked. From the cell up ahead, a voice cried out in French. Help, please! I'm so hungry! The doctor rushed to the door,
Oh,
opening it
I
to
know
reveal
that
a
voice.
behemoth of a man with a large rounded chin and jaw.
Fernand the
and
Giant.
deep-set eyes that peered down at him. The man grinned at the doctor with impossibly large teeth. Thank you, sir. I was sure I would die in there. As he stepped out into the light, the
By
doctor
the way, this SCP is actually a human being that is impossibly large and bulletproof. His name is Fernand the Cannibal. He literally eats people. Well, I didn't encounter him in my stay at the SCP sites, but man, if I can like encounter him, we're going to talk about how did I attempt to eat moon. I'm trying to eat moon. Yeah, I'm just going to like flex it. Anyhow, that's Fernand
could
the
see
Cannibal.
this giant was dressed in a military uniform. Are you a military man? The doctor asked.
Yes, I was a soldier in the French army once,
The giant replied.
before I became the greatest detective the world has ever known.
The doctor clapped his hands delightedly, his eyes glittering from within his mask.
Intelligence and loyalty, not to mention strength. You, my good man, are everything I have been searching for. Would you do me the honor of working as my assistant? I have a great deal of research to do, and could make use of a man with your many talents.
The giant tipped his hat politely to the doctor.
It would be my honor, sir. You may call me Fernand.
He reached
Ferdinand,
out for
the
a
giant
handshake,
cannibal.
but the doctor shook his head.
It would be best if I did not. But it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
He glanced down at the iPods, still skittering about anxiously.
See, there is nothing to fear here. Unless I don't find something to eat soon,
Fernand quipped. And so the
Yeah.
doctor continued on his way, with Fernand and his new
He might
pets
eat
in
the
tow.
Plague Doctor.
This was an excellent advancement, but he would need a great deal more help if he was to effectively run the Foundation. He recruited 2 other anomalies with a mind for scientific research, a small bird with a deafening voice, and a doctor himself, and an eloquent sea slug with years of hunting and adventuring experience. It was a relief to find fellow
Actually,
intellectuals here.
the sea slug is sentient. Okay, just to bring it out. Okay. I don't know about the bird. The sea slug, he talks in a British voice, so
As the ever-increasing band of anomalies approached the basement, Fernand peeked up noticeably.
something smells wonderful. Just beyond this door.
Fernand opened the door and led the group into a treasure trove of corpses. They had found the Foundation's morgue, rows and rows of drawers filled with test subjects and food for Ferdinand. It was everything the doctor could have possibly wanted.
My dear Ferdinand, take as many as you can carry and follow me to the laboratory.
I'm
The
hungry.
doctor declared.
Tally-ho!
Cried the
Tally-ho!
slug.
Cack and how?
Dr. Spanko added. The doctor set up shop in one of the many expansive on-site labs. Though the electricity was
Tally-ho!
out, he could still get a great deal of use out
Tally-ho!
of it. There was so much space in here, so many more resources than his tiny cell had. Within a matter of hours, he had set up rows of IVs pumping out his serums into test subjects, reanimating them
Huh?
into
It'd be interesting to imagine if SCP ran society. It depends because in this scenario on SCP-001, they actually run the society right now because first of all, most of the government are defunct already. Number two is society did collapse. So basically, SCP is in charge. Oh, we have a new follower. What's his name? I forgot his name. Thank you for the lurk. Who's the new follower? What? You cannot even like freaking find. Okay, hold on. Go to like find Twitch activity feed. Sorry, because my screen is like bad. Borgerman. Oh, nice name, nice name. Borgerman, welcome to the stream. You would let me run the world? I mean, like, sure. Nothing can go wrong, right? Well, I would have like a nuclear war. I mean, like, peace in the society, and lots of war crimes. I mean, like, peace and love. This is why I'm a fucking catter. Why the fuck do you put me in charge, right? I mean, like, I would cause a million accidental deaths. You're going to ask me to be in charge? Bruh, just no. Greetings, by the way, Burger Man, my name is Natalie. I'm a BunnyGirl VTuber. Don't be surprised why is my voice is this. So, yep, I don't need to explain that. So right now I'm like binge watching SCP, not to mention explaining some stuff and talking about SCPs, and not to mention I do play Genshin Impact, Stalker Anomaly, Stalcraft, and Fallout New Vegas, and also Magic the Gathering and other hosts of games, especially stealth shooters and strategy games. Speaking of strategy games, I'm planning to like play strategy game in next following weeks. For now, I need to concentrate on my courses because I want to like rush my driver's license and metaverse course. Actually, no, I don't play racing games. I'm more of meal sim or let's say survival type of gamer. Actually, Stalker is survival, but it's a first person. Yeah, speaking of which, racing games, I do. Last time that I played that is like my favorite is called Need. Actually, it's not Need for Speed. Okay, I don't like Need for Speed. I like it, but it's not perfect. For me, Burnout. Second of mine is Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo will teach you how to fucking drive. I'm not kidding about this, but this is true. Gran Turismo, if we're going to play it, especially with the clutch and steering wheel controllers, that shit is perfect. This is what I would say. That shit is like really damn perfect for me. Um, it will teach you how to drive properly, and it has like a driver's license feature that you need to like unlock for other maps. Not to mention that you can like tune up your car properly there. So I would say, when it comes to like realism, Gran Turismo is for me. But for casual racing games, Burnout because you can like fucking crash your car. But to be honest, I don't play racing games. I tend to like play on RPG, survival shooters, or let's say meal sims or strategy games, and stealth games too. So I have Hitman and Splinter Cell, and I have like Metal Gear Solid, but I cannot even like play it because my laptop is like so fucking weak. Once I get my PC within this month or next month.
More lab assistants. The newly revived corpses shambled around the lab,
So
bringing in
anyhow,
bone
how
saws
are you
and
today?
forceps, vials and needles
Oh,
of
by
all
the way, I'm just going
sizes,
to follow
as
you
the
to.
doctor worked harder than he had in years. The others were less help than he had hoped, but with so many newly treated patients
Man,
to share the workload, he
burger.
hardly noticed.
You know what? I'm so
All of these
freaking
poor
hungry right now.
souls, victims of the pestilence, no doubt, and he had all the time in the world now to cure them. Before long, the once vacant halls of the Foundation were filled with the slow, plodding footsteps of his patients, dragging their swollen limbs across the ground, blinking their milky white eyes at the chaos
Ah, so yeah, I'm just going to explain. You're familiar with SCP, right? Or no? So this one, this creature are caused by the fucking sun. So this sun is called When the Day Breaks. It's called SCP-001, and it's like Apollyon level of SCP. Okay, I'm going to explain. So the sun did turn into a red sun, and if it touches the human being or any living creatures, it will turn into a jelly zombie creature, and those same creatures will merge and it will turn into a giant blob of creature that is like a little bit smart, that can learn that can lure out any victims. At the same time, they can like destroy the hiding places, just like put out their victims on the sun and try to merge their flesh. So yeah, it caused like widespread panic, and the SCP cannot contain it. Like literally unable to contain that shit because it's Apollyon class. Apollyon means apocalypse. This is why Apollyon, right? Uh, apocalypse. So SCP cannot contain that shit. So the only way that they can do is hide. And of course, what you're saying, Bread Time Story, you're correct about that. It is chaos. Society breaking down. Government is non-existent. SCP is running in charge. And oh yeah, I forgot. The SCP anomalies did free themselves from the facility. So there is like lots of shit happening. Of course, crimes. There is like lots of fucking crimes here. So you need to like contend with the sun, with the zombies. Of course, lots of SCPs that is running around, criminals, given, and finally, I think that's it. And starvation because you will starve because the society is like broken down. You need to find some canned goods or some shit like that. I think
outside of the windows of the
I brought up
facility.
some
As
topics
049
earlier,
was
which
absorbed in
is
his
the
work,
safe
the
haven to
rest of the
escape.
escaped anomalies began to realize that their freedom had come at a cost. Where there had once been friendly yellow sunlight beaming down on a lush green
Here,
world,
it will
there was
explain
now an
this.
angry red fire in the sky, and a landscape covered in strange gelatinous masses, roving and oozing and moaning as one. They had escaped from their cells, but they were still trapped. Their prison had just gotten larger. The doctor had not yet noticed this unfortunate truth, so focused was he on treating the patients they had recovered from the morgue, at least the ones that had not been given to Ferdinand to satisfy his mammoth appetite. However, a week later, the doctor
Speaking of which, you see the guy who is like a giant. His name is called Fernand the Cannibal. So he's an anomaly, but also a human being. Okay, I'm going to explain that part. That he eats people and he's pretending to be different personalities, like he's a king of France, England, or some shit like that. Ah, you watch this a lot also. Actually, this is the interesting mix of anomalies that is also human being. At the same time, they are like in danger when it comes to like the when the day breaks. Because here's the thing, they're still human beings. The Birdman, aka the Plague Doctor, okay? No insult for that. He's also part human. So if he got exposed to sunlight, he will like he will like fucking melt. I'm not going to spoil
was
you what
horrified
happened
to
to
discover that there were
Fernand.
no more corpses
You spend like 2 or 4 hours. Same, fucking same, man. By the way, I'm also fan of SCP Containment Breach. I'm going to show it to you. I have this game. Are you a streamer or VTuber? I'm also open for collab. I mean, like, I'm planning to like have a collab with playing an SCP Containment Breach. Even if you're like not streamer, VTuber, anyone is free to join me on my collabs. Okay, I don't what do you call this? I'm not really picky when it comes to like people. Your laptop is shit. Yeah, same with me. But for me, I have like graphics card on my laptop. But I need a desktop because I have like a lot of games here that I cannot stream for some reason. And even like SCP is laggy if you're like going to like collab with this. So anyhow, this is one of my favorite games. I didn't finish it because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Uh, I know what I'm an SCP, but at the same time, this game scares me a lot. I'm afraid of SCP-173. I'm afraid of that peanut statue. So this is why I delay playing this game even on single player. Not to mention it's like nauseating and claustrophobic for me. So this I'm trying to like find some ways to like stop the motion sickness when it comes to like playing that. That's my another reason aside from scary. Actually, I cannot shoot them because playing as D class don't give you a weapon. But if you mod it as MTF, since you're familiar already with SCP, which called I think their MTF designation is like 19 Fox. Yeah, you can have a gun on that mod. But the problem here is that you cannot kill most of the anomalies. You can kill the D class that is also armed against you. I saw the gameplay. I saw the gameplay once. In fact, I really like it more than original SCP. Although when it comes to like horror factor, I like the original one. But when it comes to like a survival horror, which you have a gun, okay, and playing as MTF, I prefer that MTF. And if you're going to compare me, guys, sorry, don't bash me on this. I prefer the SCP Containment Breach MTF mod because you have a gun, because it makes tension. Actually, SCP Containment Breach is free in Steam. You can co-op, you can play multiplayer there, you can play single player. Challenge accepted. Yeah. Do you want to see the SCP is free? SCP Containment Breach Steam. This shit is free. But for other SCP games, it's not free. Okay, free to play. If you have Steam, you can also play the standalone. There is like SCP website. Containment breach. But this is the single player version, standalone. Loan. So this is the original website. So I'm going to give it to you. Okay, save it on your browser. And this is the multiplayer version, but this one it has also the single player. So it depends on your laptop requirements. Okay, but the what do you call this system requirements here is very low. You can like play with the potato PC here. But sometimes it's laggy. I don't know. Maybe it's what do you call this? Maybe it's the optimization issue, or let's say it's a something on my end. So I yeah, you can run it with Potato PC. But on multiplayer and you're streaming it, nah, you cannot do that. I did try it last time. It fucking lags. Oh yeah, thank you for the hydrate. And this is the standalone website. I did download it, so I have the two versions of it actually. But what I'm looking forward to is the tactical shooter of SCP version that we're playing as an MTF.
His
Sure, because I'm
left, no
almost
more
like done
patience
already.
to cure. He stood
Three
in the
minutes
empty
more, and I'm
morgue,
going to end
looking
the
from
stream.
drawer
Okay.
to drawer for just one body they had missed, proof that his work was not over so soon.
It's night bread time.
Doctor? A sardonic
What's the
voice behind him
matter,
said.
Doctor?
He turned to find SCP-035 attached to the face of a mannequin.
You missed the first part that he's like trying to like fuck with trying to like troll with SCP-049. it, yeah, this one is just like he loves trolling the Plague Doctor. And the reply of his earlier is saying that are you fit for being a site director? It's just like, oh, it's a fucking burn, man, burn. I'm just like laughing at the shit that his reply, and not to mention that SCP once 049 got so fucking pissed that time. Oh man, that's really funny. And there's like a video before that is like making me laugh way too hard is because when the government breaks down due to the SCP-001, right? The North Korea fired a fucking nuclear missile at the sun, and Kim Jong Un fucking failed to hit the sun, and the nuke hit the US. I'm just, oh my god, why the fuck Kim Jong Un trying to like nuke the fucking sun? Sorry. Oh my god, yeah. And not to mention that he's so fucking crazy that he just like tried to like nuke the fucking sun. I'm just like, bro. Oh my god. By the way, you can like follow me on Twitter too, okay? Because my updates is there and I have a Discord. Uh, I'm I'm planning to like have a movie time next week. Also, a collab with Mixie. I'm going to play Stallcraft. Yeah, he's just a bitch ass motherfucker. Yeah, you're correct about that. He's like saying, "I'm going to nuke you." Where? When? He's just like fucking throw the nuke on the sun. Oh my god. Sorry, if I'm laughing out loud, sorry, because that is like so fucking funny for me.
I see you procured the body, he noted.
No thanks to
He's
you.
built like an
The
egg.
mask replied.
He's
Oh,
built like
how
what
sad.
do you call
A
this?
doctor with no one to
500
treat.
pounds.
What will you do now that you have no purpose in life? I
He's fucking
wonder.
500
There will
pounds.
be more, the doctor insisted. There is an entire world out there that needs my help. The mask laughed in disbelief.
You mean you haven't noticed? There's no world left to help. It's all gone
Actually, his laugh is like mine. The way I fucking laugh.
to hell. Take a look for yourself.
The doctor rushed to an upstairs window and gazed down at the destruction outside. The painful red sunlight, the rubble where there were once buildings, the masses of soft,
Exactly,
gooey matter
because
that
he's
aimlessly swelled.
you want to know the lore. Okay, I'm going to summarize this, but we can like tackle SCP-035 soon. Okay, SCP-35. I'm going to say this, but he is also one of the jester of Scarlet King, and he got turned into a fucking mess. No wonder why he sounds like a Joker and he acts like a freaking Joker. He is a fucking jester of a freaking Scarlet King, the giant demon lord. Yep, that's his like origin story. So this is why he's so fucking evil. He wants to possess people. He wants power or some shit like that. And I'm not surprised. He's one of the people of Scarlet King. Scarlet King is like equivalent of Satan in SCP universe. Yep, he is literally the Satan. So no wonder why the possessive mask is like that. So he realized.
Crouched
By the
along the
way,
ground.
the
No. He put a hand to his beak, shaking his head. It can't be.
But it is.
but
Said
it
the mask,
is.
standing behind him. Its face was locked in a grin, delighted to see him suffering so.
Your life's mission gone. Just
Sure,
like
thank you
that.
for
The
joining.
doctor's
Okay.
knees went weak as he tried
By
to
the
take
way,
it all in. Perhaps
also check by NSFW. Uh, wait, if you're like not underage, okay, you can still access that. I have like lots of fan arts there. Also, I have my own art, but you can check it out later. Okay, if you want, I can DM it to you.
the mask was right. He had no purpose anymore. But then Ferdinand's voice boomed from below. Doctor! We need your
Doctor!
assistance downstairs! Quickly! The
What?
doctor followed his assistant's cries and saw what was so urgent. One of the blob creatures, an entity he knew must have once been a human being, had found its way inside the facility.
Ew!
Ferdinand
Ew!
stood
Fucking
back
ew!
from it, afraid to
Ew!
touch its slimy surface. But SCP-049 did not see a monster there, oozing across the floor. He saw someone who was sick, desperately ill, and in need of help. In need of a doctor. Do not be afraid, my friend. He sat down his bag and reached inside.
I don't know why Fernand is like so fucking afraid. He's like willing to eat people. That's also a fucking people too. Why not like eat that because it's like already dead? This is one of the fucking logic that I don't get sometimes in this infographic or story, okay? Number one, on the SCP-001 videos earlier, there is like a slime monster near them. They're like screaming, ah! Like, bruh, there's like a tunnel underneath you, an exit tunnel. You can just like fucking jump on it. You can escape. It's like a really big monster. It cannot penetrate the freaking manhole. They didn't do that. They just like scream and they got absorbed. Stupid idiots. There's like incidents here that people can fucking survive. Let's finish the video and I'm going to grade someone else, okay? I hope that Mexi is like online. But if not, I'm
as his
going to find
reanimated
someone.
helper swarmed around the blob creature.
You are not well, but I'm going to help you.
The great dying may have been out of his grasp.
Huh? When is the next one? This Sunday I will continue SCP lore again, okay? Sunday on my end, same time because first of all, I don't really want to like stream on morning EST or morning night on my end because I might get start late. Sometimes people are waking up, so I decided to like I'm going to post it. Okay, just wait for it because I'm a little bit busy this week. Usually my start time is somewhere at 8, 9 or 10. Depends when I will finish my work. Okay, because for me it's morning on my end and I just finished my work like somewhere 9 a.m. So I started at 10 a.m. right now. I should be sleeping because I still have shift at midnight on my end. But yeah, somewhere 9, okay? As minimum. Yes, same. I need to like fucking sleep. I have shift later too. And
But
I
if the
forgot
scene
I'm having
outside
fun
the
right
window
now.
was anything to go on, there was still a plague raging across the earth, and he was going to find the cure.
The
Don't
cure.
forget, go to scpswag.com
So
to
I'm
order a
going to
Plague
end
Doctor
this
plush of your very
and
own.
let's
That's
raid someone.
scpswag.com. Then go check out.
Okay, I'm testing this week. What are you testing? Good night. Good night to you too, okay? Okay, I'm just going to read someone as a respect to them. Ah, school. Actually, I'm also studying even though I'm an adult and having a job because for
Actually,
me,
I'm also studying even.
whoa, sorry. Um, yeah, even if you're graduated, you will still freaking study. But this time, a certification, which is like what I'm doing. I'm studying for a fucking certificates. Well, certificate is like way worse than school because school is like structured a little bit. In certificates, if you don't know what you're doing, okay, if you don't know what you're doing, you will fucking fail the exam. And it's like only one exam, no homeworks and anything at all. Just one freaking exam. If you fail it and your company pays for it, for retake, you will pay it out of your salary. Like bruh. So this is why I don't really want to like fail some of my courses because I spend money. Losing money is no joke, man. It's no joke. It's no joke. Fucking ah. I've never watched shit like this before. What kind of shit? Like someone is doing SCP. Actually, SCP VTubers are what do you call this? Like VTuber. Actually, okay, I'm just going to be. I'm not trash talking them. Okay, it's between us. Okay, you know, Hololive, Vsojo. Forgot the other VTuber agencies. The other VTubers that are big, they're overrated. Here's the thing why I don't watch big time VTubers. Okay, I'm going to be honest, guys, while you're listening, and please do not crucify me because of this shit. Okay, I support smaller VTubers or medium size. Right, I'm going to be honest. Too late because I'm going to say it, and I'm very big. I'm one of the VTubers that is fucking based. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm one of the VTubers that is based. I don't do ara ara that much. I don't say, "Oh, I'm going to cuddle your feelings." No, I don't do that fucking shit. If I'm going to like, say something, I'm going to say it something. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Big time VTubers are overrated. Okay, I'm not hating them because of what do you call this? Because they're big time. No, the only thing that I don't like about them, if you're like there and they don't acknowledge your presence, that is annoying. Why? It seems that they're like running out after like what? Attention or something. They're not interacting with the viewers. This is my problem. This is why I prefer smaller ones or medium ones. Because if you reply, the VTuber will reply to, and exactly, ding, 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 horny, fucking horny. Okay, I do admit that I do post NSFW sometimes on my Twitter or my Discord, but I don't overdo it. I would be prefer to be praised by my combat skills. I'm not kidding about this. I would be preferred to be praised by my combat skills, how I kill. I don't want to be praised that you have a large booba. Yep, I have a large booba. Look at this shit, right? I don't I don't want to be praised like that. I don't want to be praised because first of all, it's not my lore. My lore is that I was like an SCP and then become a experimental super soldier Bonnie that escaped from a laboratory. And then I became a mercenary and became a Fallout NCR ranger. This is my lore. That's my story. And until now, I'm a fucking mercenary. That's the point. So I'm not into like horny stuff. Okay, I'm more of a gun user than a sword. But I'm not squeamish about using a chain swords or let's say something like that. But I'm more of a what you call this guns. So I prefer using M for soft mods. I prefer using Scar H. You know, and okay, next time You can go on my stream. I'm playing another game called Stalker Anomaly. I can show off my guns, and I modded my guns into a perfect tactical guns that has like laser designators. Scopes, additional reticle reflex scopes, pot stocks, foregrips, mags, all of that shit. Glock 18, no shit. I have that on my inventory on Stalker Anomaly. I have that. Glock 18. Mm, yes. Also, I need to like fucking sleep. Thank you for reminding me. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just going to raid Dark Lars and Lars. Good night to you too, man. Good night. Also, I'm going to greet you on the Discord, okay? Next week, expect that I have a collab, also movie time, okay? I will try to have movie time next week, okay? Discord VC. Bye bye for now, guys. Take care.